and darkness. One cannot exist without the other.
So you never wanted a regular type life?
The fuck is that? Barbecues and ball games?
Yeah.
This regular type life, that your life?
My life? No, my life. No, my life's a disaster zone.
Are you crazy? Is that your problem?
Well, I ain't like that no more, man. I ain't no crazy killing fool.
And have we defeated evil? As it seems we have.
Good and evil. There never is one without the other.
Don't get too cocky, my boy, no matter how good you are. Don't ever let them see you coming. That's the gap, my friend. You gotta keep yourself small, innocuous. Be the little guy. You know, the nerd, the leper, shit-kicking servant. Look at me. Underestimated from day one. I'm the hand of Mona Lisa's skirt. I'm a surprise, Kevin. They don't see me coming.
Okay, I think we're here. We're good. Check, check. I hope this works. All right. Well, I'm going to bring Wookie up, so we'll see if this works. There he is.
Hey.
Hey, are we all good? Can you hear me? See me? We're all
Yeah,
good?
I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. Amazingly smooth tonight, dude. I'm like really burnt out, kind of tired. That's why I didn't get back to you till later, because I wasn't even. This is almost like a for me, this is a considered spur of the moment stream, even though it's not spur of the moment. But when it's like only a day in advance, to me, that's like a spur of the moment, because I usually like tell you 4 or 5 days in advance.
Yeah.
But since last Saturday night, so it's been like 1 week. It has been a weird ass week for me, dude. And I'm like, I gotta tell these guys what's going on, because it's been some weird shit. So all right, man. So anyways, so let's see. All right, so this is a little different than a usual stream. I'll just real quick talk about the book stuff. So volume 2 is sent to the printer, which is in Virginia. And basically, I'm just waiting to hear back from them. And so they still have to print the proof, send that to me. I have to look it over. I'm hoping everything's fine. I'm hoping I don't have to do a back and forth with them. Like, oh, change this. Hopefully, it'll be good. Then I basically just green light them and say, print away. And then they print, and then they ship it, and then I ship it to you guys. So volume 2 will be coming soon. And then, was it Monday? Tuesday, I jumped right back into intervention like full time. And that's all what I'm doing.
Cool.
The intervention's moving. And in fact, I'm finishing a really cool panel, a big one. It's like a 2/3 page panel.
Oh, wow.
And I'll probably done tomorrow. I'll post that to Twitter. I'm going to be posting a lot of intervention stuff to Twitter. Stuff that's not like, like no spoiler alert stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff that won't ruin anything for you, because I'll be cranking this shit out like daily now. So while you're kind of waiting to get volume 2, I can kind of distract people with intervention stuff. But again, thanks to you for bumping us to 1940, brother, because your last generous backing pumped us to 1940. So we're $60, which is about 2, maybe 3 backers away from 2,000. And I know we're gonna get it, because this campaign is going another month or 2 or 3. I don't know. If the rules now at Indiegogo are how I think they are, it means this campaign stays open until the book's done. If that's the case, then this thing's open for another 3 or so months, because I know through February, March, and April, it's going to take to do the book.
Yeah.
So there will be at least 1 or 2 more backers sometime in that window.
Someone's about ready. Yeah, someone will see it.
Because it just $60 is all we need, and then bam, we get 2,000. Then I add the 4 pages. So what I did this week is, since I'm confident we're going to hit the 2,000, I've gone ahead and figured out the 4 pages, the additional 4 pages. So the book will now be 28 pages instead of 24 for the same price.
Nice.
And I love it because it's prologue. Because when I first started writing this, I was like, I should do this I want to open this book like a typical horror, a dark and like rainy night, and have really dismal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I didn't do it, right? Well, and then I'm like, okay, well, if we reach to so now I'm doing it. Okay, so basically that's what I'm working on this week. Is I figured out the 4 pages, and it's busy, but the cool thing is, like I said, it's the prologue. So this will be the beginning of the book, but it's a scene that takes place 50 years earlier, right?
Oh, really?
So it's like a dark past to what's going on in the story, and it's graphic as shit, dude. It's dark. It's a way to slap you in the face when you read the book, because it's like, this is the hardcore shit. Welcome to my fucking story. You know what I mean? And then it mellows out to what you guys have seen, which is the desert, the bounty hunter riding in the desert. That's the quote unquote current day story. That's like 52 years later, whatever. So I'm having fun with these 4 pages because it's all dark. It's at night. It's cool shit. That's all I'm going to say now. But as for you guys, you backers who've backed Intervention, it's a cool prologue. It's a little bit of a history of what's happening in the story, and it's dark and it's graphic and horrific, and it's 4 more pages for what everyone backed it for. So again, instead of being 24-page books, 28-page book, plus the 2 trading cards everyone's unlocked, and the print of that red, that poster of the red where he's like walking and it's a red sun.
Yeah.
All that stuff you get for, like I said, minimum backing was $15. So this is the beauty of the crowdfunding, man, is the more, the higher that number gets, the more backers you get, the more stuff you get. You know what I mean? You just keep getting more and more stuff. And so we're just starting to see that now, which is cool. And if in unlocking this next goal, which is the 4th, we'll do that even more. So that's what's going on book-wise. And here is Brother Eek. So Wookie, how's your week been? Actually, it's been a couple weeks, so I haven't talked to you.
It's been friggin' work. I got to go into California more often and everything.
Is that for the secret project?
Well, actually, that was today.
Okay.
I left at 7:00 this morning to go to California and then do some stuff over there in my old hometown, and then I didn't get back till about 3:00. And then had to rush around and be on a stream with T-Bunny. And we finished about, 45 minutes ago.
Wow. So you're tired as shit. So I can tell you're kind
I'm a little tired. Yeah. I mean,
you're like me, dude.
The soda pops is starting to wear off.
Yeah. I'm pounding the coffee.
And the wife brought me in some dinner. So I'm going to be eating here.
That's fine.
So,
and you know what? This is I don't give a fuck about the rules night. Because I know there's all these little fucking unspoken rules. Oh, you shouldn't eat on stream or what? I don't give a fuck. No one's watching anyways. There's no one watching, so it's just us. It's like us hanging out. I'm also going to try to play a trailer. Now this is going to be tricky. I actually researched this with AI before, because I want to play the trailer for the movie I saw last week, which is Heretic. But it is that 10 to 15 second rule. Because I'm like, okay, I'm not monetized. I have a small channel. Barely anyone's going to be watching. And all I want to do is play the trailer on a YouTube channel for the audience watching, if anyone's watching, And it's like, well, you may get copyright strike. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, how do I work around this? Basically it said, if you pause it every 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds, and then add commentary, you'll be fine. So I'm like, okay, well.
I've heard of that before too. Yeah.
So if the stream shuts down, that's why. It's because of the fucking trailer. If I get, I really don't give a shit if I get copyright stricken, because I don't think I've been copyright stricken before. And it's like, who cares? I'm not monetized. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is,
my first time. I heard you got to get like 4 for it to be a problem, right?
Yeah, and the thing is, it depends on the type of strike, too. Yeah. I get nailed all the time because of Bunny's broadcasts because of his intro. Yeah, but what it is I go in, because we're simulcasting, right? So we're broadcasting on my channel, my YouTube, and his YouTube, and there's a song that he has that's part of his intro, which is a copyrighted piece. He always gets nailed. I get nailed.
Wow.
So because of that, because I'm rebroadcasting. But I just go, you have a choice. You can go in and delete the song or delete the segment. And I always do that. I just go in and say, okay, erase the song in this section, and it's no big deal. But unless it's an actual copyright strike, then it's a little different. But I think something like what you might do now, the 10-second thing, I've seen somebody do that before.
Yeah,
there's another channel where he's done that before.
Big channels who are monetized. Yeah, that's why I heard about it. Like,
yeah.
And I'm like, well, if I'm an ends justifies the means guy, and it's like, even though it's like annoying, you still get the point across. Because the AI was saying, would just, send a link to people viewing. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I just want to play a fucking trailer, man. I'm not making money off this. I'm not saying, oh, this is my trailer. It's like, no, it's the goddamn the YouTube channels page.
Yeah,
I'm showing their trailer. That's all.
Right.
Yeah. This is why these people hate YouTube, because it's so fucking. It's so goddamn nitpicky.
It's freaking nuts, man. YouTube has just gone down the shitter.
Yeah. Now, again, I haven't noticed change because I'm a nobody. I'm a fucking ghost, as you can see. You know what I mean? And so it's all. It almost. This is what I mean, dude. I swear, it pays. It's easier to be a little guy, nobody, because you don't get the attention, then you don't get the shit, you don't get the hate. So it's like, you know what? I'm cool with it. All right. Well, here's Ike. I'm bringing Jan. Let's bring him on. There he is. Jan, you hear us?
How are you? I'm good.
Hey, man.
Sounds
no
great.
No technical difficulties.
So
Normally
far,
you're like back and forth,
back before, the way I used to get into here, I didn't seem to have troubles. But then now that I'm just going straight into, I guess, into YouTube or something.
Okay.
That's where I've been having problems. So.
Okay.
Whatever. It works. If it.
Well, you look good. You sound good. So.
Thank you. Good. I'm glad.
That's cool. There's Wookie.
Good to see you, Wookie.
Hey, Ike, how's it going?
Good, man. Real good. I'm glad I'm not outside.
How bad is it out there?
It's been really cold, and
been here too.
I work outdoors.
Yeah.
So twice a day I have to go out and walk around our yard and open all the trailers up. And when the snow's like, yay deep.
Where are you at, Ike?
Cincinnati.
Oh,
you still have snow? Do you still have snow?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit! It's gone here, man.
We get a shit ton of snow, man. I'm telling you,
Kurt. I thought you got the fake snow over there. The shit that will burn, it won't melt.
Yeah, it could be. I haven't tried that. I saw somebody do that. And I haven't tried it, but they plow everything up, and then these guys back these trailers all the way up, and I got to climb over a big snow bank, and then you're collapsing down in it. And, so I think I only fell like twice out there last week. It's that bad, man.
That almost sounds vintage.
We got hit with snow again. We got hit.
Really?
What was it? Thursday, I think.
Okay.
Wednesday or Thursday, I can't remember. So maybe it was Wednesday. I don't know. It's all a blur anymore. But yeah, we've got.
Yes, you and me both. It's cold as fuck here. Around Wednesday, Thursday, the temperature dropped. I noticed.
Yeah.
But we've had rain, but it's been like above freezing. But at night it drops. But our snow situation, it did hammer us. What was that? 2 weekends ago, you and I were going back and forth. Remember?
2 weeks ago, yeah, it was on a Monday, Sunday. We got it on Sunday night or Sunday, basically all day.
Yeah,
it started,
same here.
It might even started Saturday evening and ran all the way through Sunday. Yeah,
because I'm a night person, and it started to come down Saturday night. It was late, like 2, 3 in the morning, like Saturday night, but it was fucking flurries. It was dust. It was nothing. I'm like, oh Christ, again. As apocalypse is coming, it's like, it wasn't apocalypse.
We live streamed that night, I believe, didn't we?
2 weeks. It was 2 weeks ago Saturday night.
We were
because I was worried it was going to kill the power. I'm like, nothing.
We the beginning of that, and I'm like, it looks like it's going to go around us, and then we got smacked real good with it. So,
but Sunday was steady and heavy.
Yeah,
and and then it started fucking doing freezing rain. Sunday night was crazy. I'm like, okay, and then Monday, now no one's going to work. Everything's shut down. Everything's fucking icy.
Can I piss you off, Kurt?
Yeah, sure.
It was 81 degrees today.
Ooh, well, see, you know what, Wookie? I would be pissed. I don't want to look at it. I'm weird. No. See, when I lived in Florida. When I lived in Florida for a year, I hated it because for me, like October, it's like I'm used to Ohio, so October should be cool and fall and in colors, and then November, December, January, February should be fucking freezing cold, right? Even if there's no snow, but I want the gray skies and the dryness and the quiet. I want that winter feel. And that year I lived in Florida, it's fucking 80 degrees and hot in December. I'm like, this is fucking depressing. I hated it. You know what I mean? I don't want that. It's like, I don't want it to be 80 degrees in February.
We've actually had a warm spell. We've not really had a winter here. Usually,
Yeah.
usually,
hey,
starting
Abby,
in January, was that?
Abby's here.
Usually, starting in January, our lows, overnight lows, get down to 33, 32 degrees.
Wow.
Typically.
Yeah.
And then, and it would be like mid 60s during the day, which is great. We haven't had that. I think the lowest that we've had was in the mid 40s. And now this whole week here was, we were having highs 80, 81, 79. I went to California, was freaking 81 over there.
Yeah.
An hour and a half away. And it's now they're claiming, these weather gurus, that it's supposed to be, high supposed to be in the mid 60s starting next week. But it's too late in the year.
Yeah.
Usually that's like December, January. And, so we're like 2 months behind with the actual winter here.
Man,
now,
what I would
if this temperature stayed this way in the summer, it'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
But
turns into hell.
Oh, fuck yeah, it does, dude. It's like literally living on the sun. It's just
we get the heat and the humidity here.
So we get humidity here too. People say, "Oh, it's just a dry heat." No, fuck that.
Nah,
it's August and September, it's muggier than shit.
Is it? Oh man.
We're only 50 miles away from the Gulf of California. Wow. And then you've got farmland is everywhere. So they're running ditches full with freaking water out there to irrigate shit. And we got the Colorado River just about 8 miles, 10 miles away from me. So it gets nasty here in August and September. And then we're prone to monsoons, which are a little bitch because they'll come in, they'll knock out half the power system because of lightning and whatever, and rain like a bastard for about 2 hours and then go away. And then the fucking next day it's nice and sunny and hot as a bastard with 95% humidity.
See, that's how I feel, Abby. It's like, dude, well, here it was different.
Yeah, because it's warm. Yeah.
But like when I was in Florida or wherever, it's like, it's just weird. It's like, I don't like it. I like wintry, cold, snow, gray fucking skies.
My wife's
wind.
the same way.
Yeah. it dropped again, Eek. So the snow, so like I said, so Sunday, crazy. Monday was the aftermath and everything was a fucking mess and icy. And then Tuesday it started to melt. And within a day or two, it's basically gone. Now, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I hit Staples and there's like the big piles of snow in the corners of the parking lot where they shoveled it. You know what I mean? So there's just that.
Huge ones at work, man.
Well, these have melted
really
down,
big.
but like I said, it's gone. The road, it's fucking gone. So
I still having people like fighting for parking spaces out on the street. Like somebody will shovel out a spot and then they come home and somebody's in their spot and they're like, man.
But see, again, Ohio, man. It's Ohio. When it snows, it snows. Here, I told you, dude.
Yeah.
Every year, it's like we get one goddamn day of snow and then it's gone.
Yeah.
This is the first time in years it actually stayed more than a day. And I loved it. I thought it was great because I'm like, I don't know last time we had this. You know what I mean? And dude, the wind, holy shit.
Yeah, we've had a lot of wind too. Yeah.
Blowing
all the snow off the rooftops.
Yeah. One night I got hit in the face with the wind and it like physically hurt my face. I couldn't believe it. I had to actually put a scarf over my face. I'm like,
kind of red, Christ. I think, from all the wind and cold, hitting me.
Yeah. It was weird.
Walks. I was trying to see if I had.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, I'm like, when last time I felt that? It was probably, I was like, that was in Ohio and Indian Lake. Because, Ohio, Indian Lake gets that. And I'm like, but never North Carolina was it that cold and windy where it felt like Ohio. So it did here for a couple nights. But
I'll send you some pictures later I got of stuff at work and everything. You'll be impressed. We got over about a foot.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I know Cleveland and
a foot. Like wow.
Oh yeah, they're like, oh, that's no big deal. But Cincinnati doesn't usually get that kind of weather very often, so they just don't have the ability to clear it out like Cleveland buffalo or something. But
Abby,
I will tell you something funny that something reminded me. All this weather reminded me of a couple of years ago. There was a snowplow driver that came by, and he, I think on purpose, maybe got a little too close to some cops that were doing something. So a police chase ensued.
No shit.
Guy had warrants on him too, man.
Oh,
and they arrested him. They had to chase the salt truck and arrest him.
Nice.
Snowplow driver.
A couple 3 years ago, I think.
Holy shit.
Yeah, too funny, man.
That's the kind of shit where we filmed it. That'd be great on social media. You know what I mean? That's awesome.
So funny.
Bad boys. Yeah. What you gonna do when they come for you?
So is Abby serious? You honestly have gophers in your yard, dude?
Oh yeah, he's got it's like a fucking colony of shit in there, man. Oh yeah, it's backyard, front yard.
You know, I named my dog. I named my dog Judge after Judge Smales.
Holy shit. Well, we're waiting.
We're waiting.
He's got a shitload of gophers in his yard.
Jesus.
That's funny.
I thought that only happened in movies.
Obviously his neighborhood does not have feral cats.
Dude.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's what it is.
What you need is a Jack Russell Terrier.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And they'll come in after the damn thing.
Here there's wild fox here. It's awesome as shit. Dude, the first time I saw a fox walk around the street at night, because it's at night, it's after midnight. It's so funny. But I was out having a smoke, of course, and I was up on a balcony, and I'm looking down, and it was dark, but the street lights were on, and it looked like at first it was like I thought it was a dog.
Yeah, a little dog. Yeah.
And I'm watching. I'm like, no, that's a cat. It's like moving like a cat, but that's a big fucking cat. You know what I mean? It's like, is that a small dog or is that a big cat? And now I'm like really paying attention, and I see the snout, and I'm like, no shit. Then it went under the light, dude. It didn't have a fucking care in the world. It was completely just roaming around on the streets in front of all the houses, and it was cool because it was like a dark gray, but it had like its underbelly and neck was white, like silver.
Yeah, they're not all red like people think.
No,
colored ones. Yeah.
And so I immediately started looking up,
and
it said it was an older one. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
We got like an ancient fox wandering around the neighborhood. I'm like, that's cool. And I started looking up, and it said that fox are what do you call it? They're not afraid of humans because they go through our garbage. And you know what I mean? Because I was like, what's a fox just casually walking around in the middle of the street under street lights for? You know, like,
tell you what they are afraid of. Dogs.
Well, yeah.
The last time I saw a fox was broad daylight. I'm delivering packages, and just as I roll into this neighborhood, there was like a tree line, and this thing shoots out in front of me, and I'm like, I hit the brakes, like, man. And before I could react, a dog comes flying by right behind him, didn't even look at me. And I mean,
the fox hunt.
Stop, I run over, and then another dog come trotting out after him.
That's cool.
They found him in the middle of the day, and he was on the run, man.
Oh yeah, all an ass.
So I guess there's a lot of fox around here, which is cool as shit, and that's probably why you don't see many gophers, I guess.
Yeah, they'll eat them. They'll dig them up. Yeah, no doubt
That's
about
cool.
it.
Yeah. So, Abby, welcome back. Wasn't Abby wasn't he gone for like a month on vacation or something, or travel?
Yeah, he was gone here and there. Yeah.
Okay. Welcome back. Glad he's back safe. All right. So I got to tell you guys about my shit. What happened? And so it was last Saturday night, a week ago. I saw Heretic, right? Went over to my sister's, and a few of us, including my niece Hannah, because Hannah's like us, she's into horror movies, and we watched Heretic. Now, if you guys haven't heard of Heretic, because I never heard of it,
I'm not familiar with it.
Right,
I think my wife had watched it, because when I watched it after you mentioned it, somebody had already watched it, so I'm sure my wife has fallen asleep. through it.
Okay. Well,
So I had watched it.
my brother kept saying, "You love Heretic. You love Heretic," and I didn't look it up because I don't want to ruin shit. And I'm like, I never heard of this. And so it came out a year ago. So it's only a year old. And so it's at night we're watching it, and it stars Hugh Grant. Remember Hugh Grant?
He was really good in it too,
dude.
He was really good.
I can't wait to watch it again because of him. You know, what it reminds me of it's like that Batman where Heath Ledger was the Joker. Where you're almost seeing the movie for him.
Yeah.
And the same with Devil's Advocate, big time.
Yeah.
It's like Al Pacino is so fucking good in Devil's Advocate. You're watching it kind of for him. Same thing with Hugh Grant. Dude, he makes the movie. And he's the bad guy. You know what I mean? But I couldn't believe how fucking cool it was. But I wouldn't consider it a horror. I consider it like a psychological horror suspense. Because it's not like you're not. I wasn't scared. Hannah was because she's a girl and she's. But for me, there were, it wasn't like scary, right? Some movies I'm like, oh fuck, this sucks. I don't want to deal with this. But this one was just so intriguing because like the first 3/4 of the movie is literally dialogue. It's just it's a conversation, and it is so good. You just like, holy, you just kind of listening closer and closer. It's just amazing. So that's the trailer I want to play because things are getting weirder. I told you about Christmas and the possibly paranormal thing, although I'm not, for sure, because everything can kind of be explained, but it seems to be a familiar pattern in my life, and I will explain why this week. But so Saturday night we watch Heretic. All right. So I'm gonna try to see if we can watch maybe not the whole trailer, but parts of it, just to give you guys an idea of this. And let me see if I can. I don't think I've ever done this before. Let me see if I can do this. All right, so here's full screen. We'll try this. Let's see. Shit, of course I lost it. Where are we? Oh, I used up it. Wait. Oh no, there it is. I got too much shit open. Is this it?
Good afternoon, Mr. Reed. Are you interested in learning more about the Church of Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
Wow. No,
Is this working so far?
Looks good.
You can watch it, you can hear it.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
you read more than we do. No, seriously, Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed.
Well, ladies, I think it is time.
Time for what?
Time for enlightenment.
I told you I gotta pause this every 10 seconds. Sorry, guys.
I was gonna ask you that are you gonna do this every 10 seconds?
Enlightenment.
I have to, or else you get struck or whatever. So just bear with them.
Oh, Mr. Reed.
There it goes.
Welcome.
Are you with me so far?
Looks good.
Need to return to the church.
If you aren't ready to leave, you'll have to exit through the back of my house.
Door.
It's a simple choice, but it should not be made simply.
All right, and this is cool. Check this out.
Belief or disbelief.
What happens if we choose the wrong door?
Dude, it's so cool. That picture in that frame that you just saw,
Yeah.
that's a diagram of hell. That's the 9 levels of hell. And it is house framed, so it's like a little hint. Like, you know,
I knew there was a lot of symbology in there. Stuff.
A lot, yeah.
It's not going through. What do you think he wants? I think that we're being studied. Should we ask him for help? It doesn't matter what what you say to him.
It's such psychological horror. He basically fucks them hard in the head, dude. It's amazing.
So you have to go dün in order to go ut.
I beg your pardon? The only way out is through. Is this the game?
High five.
Dude, and even though he's like the bad guy, you fucking love him.
Right.
I mean, I'm just like,
yeah.
I would totally hang out with this guy.
From now on, we challenge him.
For the rest of your lives, there will be before you chose, and there will be after. Ladies, verbally acknowledge, please.
What have you been looking for? What have you found?
Scary. Have you figured it out yet?
Yeah, dude. It's
pretty good stuff. Yeah.
It's cool. There we go. All right. So I love it. I can't wait to see it again. And that was last Saturday night. And then Sunday. Okay, so it's Monday morning, and I'm finished. I had to do a couple little quirks on volume 2. Okay, so I got back to work at 9 a.m. Monday morning on volume 2, and I'm like fixing a couple things, tweaking some stuff, because you got to put all these pages together. You get 44 pages that you're laying out and all this shit. And everything has to be fucking perfect, and it's going on the flash drive because my messenger, my courier, as in my brother, is coming over at like noon or 1 to pick it up, and then he's going to overnight it to the printer in Virginia. So this is like the deadline, as in, if I fuck this up, you guys wait 3 more months for the. It has to be right. So I am stressed like a motherfucker. I'm because it's all Photoshop and layout and all this fucking shit, and I'm already like this. I'm all hyped up, right? Monday morning, and I'm like, okay, I got 2 more hours left to it. 10:30, there's a knock on my door. I'm like, the fuck? It's Monday morning at 10:30 in the morning. Who the fuck is knocking? So I'm like, maintenance. Okay. I'm paranoid, as you know. Do the little thing. It's not maintenance. I'm like, the fuck? And I literally, I'll tell you in a minute. I like quietly got away from the door. I went all the way. I went through the whole place, like kitchen, bedroom, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? I was like confused as to what I saw. This doesn't make sense, And I'm like, well, they'll go away. Knock. I'm like, son of a bitch. And so I'm like, how do they know I'm here? You know what I mean? My music's not that loud. You know what I mean?
Because you never leave. That's why they know you're.
I guess.
He's still in there.
I answer the door, and there's 2 young girls. Hi, we're from the Church of Jesus Christ. God is my witness. I was in shock. I'm like peeking around the door, and here, dude, it was just like the fucking movie. That's why I played the trailer for you. I had 2 Mormon girls, like those 2 girls, at my door, and they said, hi, we're from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Do you want to learn about God? And it took me a second to register, because I'm like, is this happening? I just watched this 2 nights ago, man.
I just watched the freaking movie.
And I'm like, wait a minute. That makes me Hugh Grant. Oh, fuck. You know what I mean? Because I'm the old kind of hippie guy at the door. I'm just like, shit. I'm like, be nice to him. Be cool. Don't scare. All this in my head. Down my head.
Don't scare him. Holy shit.
We talked for over a half hour. Now it's 20 fucking degrees outside.
Did you let them in and offer them?
No, because of the movie. They can't come in. It's the trick. Like I said, I have to explain this. There's so many facets to what's happening here. So one, they look like they're 12 years old. Yeah. I mean, they look like children, and it's two girls. It's literally 20 degrees outside that morning. They're bundled up and they're fucking standing at my door freezing. I'm inside. It's, it's warm and cozy and candles. It's a fucking nice, but all the fucking heat's pouring out the door because I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I didn't explain the whole movie thing to them because they probably never even heard of it. And I'm like, I just saw something amazingly that reminds me of what's going on right now. And I would invite you in, but I don't think you're allowed because there has to be like another adult in there. Yeah, we can't really, they're not allowed to come inside, just like the movie, right? Now in the movie, he lies and says, oh, my wife's baking a pie in the kitchen, come on in. And so he has him in. Well, he has no wife. So I already knew I can't invite him in. Okay, so that means I guess, well, you're going to stand here in the freezing cold hall and I'm going to stand here with the door open and let all the fucking heat out as we talk. Okay, sure, why not? You know what I mean? I'm rich. Who cares? I can pay the electrical bills, So we just start talking and man. And so I kind of threw them because it's me we're talking about, And I'm like, well, ironically, and they're sisters. This is Sister Anderson and this is Sister Kendrick. And I was like, sisters, And I'm like, that's what I do with my angels in the book. There's Sister Tersa, there's Sister. It's like, this is like, I can loop this around and learn about this and pertain shit to my book because it's like all getting connected. You know what I mean? So long story short, we talked for about a half hour and they're like, we'd like to come back and read you scripture. And I'm like, I guess.
I still won't be able to let you in.
Hold on.
We'll read you scriptures.
He's sorry. I don't want to blow him off. Yeah, no shit. So I said, girls, I was like, all right, sisters, I didn't call them girl. I that's the other thing is I'm like, don't cuss, whatever you do. Don't go into detail about between demons and angels. There's all this crap in my head that I'm trying to be so cool and not freak them the fuck out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And I explained it. Well, I said, I work at home and I said, I am doing this book series. And I'm like, ironically, it's called Between Demons and Angels. And it kind of reminds me of what's going on. I was kind of explaining, and
you two will never get to see
it. Yeah. Exactly. And so, well, and so she's like, wow. She's like, oh, you're a writer too. Because I told her I said, you're a writer too.
Sort of.
Like, yeah. And so I texted her. Because she pulls out her phone. Because I'm like, well, how do we do this? And she's like, well, I'll just get your number if you don't mind. And I'm like, okay, sure. And I'm like, sure, kid. Okay. And so she texts me, and I'm like, okay, well, let me make sure. So she texts me, and just in the text is like, it's the Missionaries. I'm like, that's so cute. I mean, I'm like, well, hey, I'll show you a picture of what I did. I'm gonna send you a picture of my angels. So that picture of the angel in the forest with the sunlight.
Oh
and shit.
God!
I sent them that, and I said, well, this is my first drawing of an angel warrior because I had to design them for the book. I'm like, okay, what am I going to make these angels look like? And she's like, oh my God, it's so cool. And she's showing it to the Sister Kendrick and everything. And I'm like, so that's an idea of what I do. Okay, great. So got my number, all this stuff. And I said, let's have a really weird schedule. And I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I said, I'm like 50-50 right now. I said, chances are we can probably meet again, but right now, I'm not sure. So just get with me whenever, this week, because it's Monday morning. All right. So I'm like in shock for the next couple hours, but I have to fucking finish this book. I have to finish this shit because my brother's on the way. So I'm just like, don't think about what just happened because it's freaking me out because I'm like, I just watched this. And I'm like, hey, I've lived in Ohio, Florida, Nevada, California. I've lived in all these fucking places, Arizona. And I mean, they all have churches and Mormons. I mean, I visited
yeah.
Utah, a stripper, but I was still in Utah, the Salt Lake City. The point is, never in my life, decades of life, have I ever met a missionary, talked to a missionary, talked to a sister, or anything.
Yeah.
Right?
They've come by here. They've been by my house before.
Never in my life, everywhere I've lived,
it's a toss-up between the Mormon missionaries and the Jehovah Witnesses missionaries.
Yeah, I think they were Jehovah Witnesses here.
It's like
they're
almost identical.
Yeah, very
name
similar.
badges.
Well,
you know,
I had to study it.
Right after travel in groups.
That's what I had to do, man. Because I was asking them because they were like, oh, we're the we're from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and they were like talking about Bible, and I'm like, I was like, are you Mormons? And they're like, well, we have the Bible as well. We study. Like we have them, we're Mormons, but we read from the Bible. So I like showed them my mom's Bible. I said, I got to show you the Bible. I have a Bible. So I showed them, and they thought that was
Did
cool.
you ask
young
about the underpants?
No, the magic underpants. That's in the movie, by the way. You got to watch the movie, dude. It's so good.
I watched it.
God.
Wait, you've seen Heretic?
Huh?
You watched Heretic?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think you saw it. Oh,
yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah, my wife, I guess, had watched it because when I went to watch it, it asked me if I wanted to watch it again or
again.
Oh,
what did you think it was cool?
So she fell asleep probably. And
did you see the whole thing? Did you like it?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
I can't wait to see it again.
I think at my house it would have turned out different. It would have been closer to Orgasmo than. If you guys have seen Orgasmo, you know what I'm talking about.
I know of it. You've told me about it. I refuse to watch it. So they whatever. So I'm like confused. I'm like, I wait. I thought Mormons because I am no expert on all these different religions, and I'm like, okay, Mormons that also are like Christians, whatever. You know what I mean. So they left. It was real nice. It was nice. They were nice. Everything was fucking great. You know what I mean? And so now I'm like, okay, focus on the book, dude. You got fucking less than 2 hours now. And I even told her, I said, girls, I said, I can't talk too long. I have this book to finish, and my brother's coming up. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. So now I'm like, okay, so I finish it, and my brother gets here. Of course, I'm still working. I said, dude, just hang for like 20 fucking minutes. Like about that. So I'm finishing, I'm fucking putting on the hard drive. I give it to him, and it's cool. We hung out all day and ran around and watched shit. It was cool. But mission successful. Book on the flash drive. He's got it. Overnights it to fucking the printer in Virginia. All right, cool. Now my brain is spreading with this whole visit. Because I'm just like, I just watched this movie 2 minutes ago. What are the fucking chances? I mean, honestly, what the fuck? Because I don't believe in coincidence. And even the girls I was talking to, like she started talking about like she didn't believe in coincidence. I had been pointing to her. I said, same with me. I said once or twice is one. Once is 3, 4. I mean, that's not a coincidence. And I'm like, she sees it too. I'm like, this is weird. I'm like, dude, what are you thinking? I'm like, this is me we're talking about. I may as well be Mr. Reed compared to these two. Because I got pictures of half-naked demons in my apartment. Yes, I have angels as well. But and that's when it dawned on me. I'm like, I am my book. I am between demons and angels because I literally I live both sides. I accept both, and that's that. You know what I mean?
You're stuck between Mormons and Baptists.
No shit. So I'm just like, dude, what are you thinking? Talk with them again? I'm like, what the fuck am I going to? What are they going to get out of it? I'm not going to join the church.
If they ever become a Mormon, annoying, and you want to get rid of them, just send them a copy of your book, a free copy.
Oh shit!
Well, they'll delete all evidence of you. You'll never hear from them again.
But that's the problem. Is when you're looking at these 2 young girls. I'm a softie, and it's like I don't want them to be upset. I don't want to be scared. I'm like, these are, I could scar them for the rest of their life. I don't know, you know what I mean? It's because of my nieces. They reminded me of when I'm looking at them, I almost got choked up because they reminded me of my nieces. I'm just like, oh, man. And I'm just
Kurt, it's a good thing that you didn't watch Dr. Giggles.
Yeah.
Right.
Can answer the door and he's standing there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to check that. So I said, okay, well, I need to figure out what's going on because these girls they look like fucking 12 years old. My 14-year-old niece is the plain one. She doesn't wear makeup and do her hair. Right? Hannah's older, so she kind of is into that. They look younger than my 14-year-old niece. So I'm like, why would there be minors doing this? I'm like, there's no way they can be minors, but they look like 12. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just flat out started researching missionaries because they said we're missionaries and they're sisters and everything.
The kids help out too. Yeah.
I took a crash course in missionaries, and I'm like the Cliff Notes version. Find out they have to be 18 and older; they can't be minors. I'm like, ooh, that's good,
I always take their kids with them when they go to that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, they look young as shit, but they have to be 18 and older to be missions. It's like girls do it for a year and a half, but boys can do it for 2 years. I don't know why. It sounds sexist to me. It's strict. There's rules.
Can't get into that because all the girls have to wear skirts. I'm guessing.
I guess it's just very old fashioned, and it's fairly. I guess I would say strict because I hate fucking rules, and conforming and stuff. But it said it's a very serious thing. It's voluntary. They volunteer to do it. Blah blah blah. They sacrifice all this stuff. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, I get it now. I'm like, but and they said there's a term because there's a term for me. I'm called a investigator. I'm like, what? The people that they're trying to pull in targets, I would call. Target. I even told them, I joked about that. I said, I think I thought I'd be called a target or a recruit, but I'm called an investigator. And all this basics. So now I know about Mormons and missionaries and all this stuff, right? So I'm like, okay, I still want to deal with this. It's like, what's my point? Like, what am I going to do? I mean, they're nice, it's cool, it's weird. I'm like, wow, this was unexpected on a Monday morning. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I'm diving now into intervention, which is demonic shit. It's my version of Epstein, basically, because I've been deep diving in Epstein since last Sunday night.
Oh God,
yeah. You up. Oh, dude, well that's
messed
I'll
up
segue
shit.
That word I hate so fucking much. I'm going to segue into Epstein. That weighs heavy on you, so. I'm looking at these two young, naive girls, and I call them naive, and they're not really naive. But from a realistic, modern-day Epstein point of view, these chicks would be fucking naive, dude. You know what I mean? They're innocent, they're young, they're all like, oh, God protects me. I'm like,
you probably made their day, though. You're probably the only one in the whole building that talked to them.
Yeah, probably.
When I told my brother
the door, thanks anyway.
My brother, because I was like, my brother's like, he's like, dude, he's like, well, yeah, he's like, I'm sure they came across many independent artists working on books called Between Demons and Angels that also know the Bible. And he's like, are you shitting me? He's like, they probably fucking loved it. He's like, you were probably the best investigator they had.
Probably,
in a month.
Yeah,
and I'm
probably.
like, okay, well, when you put it that way, I guess, okay.
You gave him the time of day. That's
because we talked for over a half hour. So between Epstein shit, because I was at the government site, I looked at every photograph, every single one, page after page after page of it's all PDFs. 10056 blah, 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 .pdf. Over and over and
they didn't make it that easy, really. It's
very boring.
Well,
They didn't make it.
You have to just you click on the blue numbers.
Well, now they're starting to delete it.
And use the next.
They
haven't already deleted.
It's starting to disappear off the site all of a sudden. For no reason.
It's dude, it's so fucking weird. So I didn't bother with the emails because there's hundreds of thousands of. And I mean, you're on your phone and you're enlarging and what the fuck are they? I'm just looking for photos, and I'll talk about Epstein. I'll talk about Epstein in a second, but just remember, so that's weighing on me for all week. Because it's like that whole car crash thing. You don't want to see it, but you can't help it. You're watching for the bloody bodies. That's exactly what this reminds me of. Because,
hold on, guys. I gotta go get some pizza and grape soda. I'll be right.
Yeah, no shit, dude. It's weird, dude.
Pizza and grape soda.
It's over and over and over. They are reporting how many times that's been the word pizzas in the. I mean, it's
pizza.
Insane,
yeah.
Used in ways that you don't really.
Yeah.
I told my brother, I said,
each other up, go, I got some pizza, you know.
Yeah, eat. When the fuck? I'm like, dude. In the years we've been emailing each other, have we once said, "Hey, let's have some pizza"? And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Do you see where we are?"
Yeah. So that means
real.
Pizzagate was real.
Yes,
exactly.
And Tucker just had that last night, right?
I listened to that twice, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So really good.
I got to finish the missionary stuff. So the Epstein crap is weighing heavy on me, and it for me, because I'm hypersensitive artist shit, after about 2 hours, it physically fucks with me, and I go to bed. It's like it doesn't depress me, it defeats me, where I'm even like, fuck everything, fuck the book, fuck everything. I'm just gonna fucking lay down. Maybe I'll die. You know what I mean? It hits me heavy. Like, and think about it. I'm not even seeing photos or videos of the bad shit. There's no way I could see that. There's no way. You know what I mean? That would really fuck me up. So it's been that every night, like, oh, I can't get into Epstein stuff. And then, of course, late at night, I'm like, let's get this Epstein shit. It's just like, it's that whole tug of war. It's oh God, I don't want to look at the bloody car wreck. And you're like, well, maybe just a peek. You know what I mean? That's exactly what's happening. Every Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, that's what's happening all week. Yeah. So this is all weighing heavy on me. The stress with finishing the book. Okay, cool. Now I'm jumping into intervention, which is much darker than volume 2. But I love it, right? Because it's different. It's not real. It's not real. None of this is real, Eek. There's no killing children and drinking their blood. It's all in my fiction, my fantasy book, right? So this is fun. You see the conflict here, And now I got these 2 young girls wanting to talk to me about shit, and I'm sitting there like, you would probably think I was a demon if you knew me. You know what I mean? Like, man, girls, you didn't know. I ain't think I'm not for you, So I'm like, okay, maybe I made them nervous and they won't. I'm like, I'd be fine if they just didn't. You know what I mean? It'd be great if they just forgot about me or something. Next fucking night.
Well, he passed away a few years back. I think actually he passed away in 2017, but a real good friend of mine was a Mormon missionary when he was younger, but he would tell me stories because he got kicked out of the church twice.
Wow.
And so there's some people in the church, just your regular congregants, that are some pretty crazy people.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy. And I had when I was working in the frame shop as a frame shop manager, we'd hired a part-time framer, and she did a pretty good job. And she was a Mormon. It's fairly young, early mid-20s, young to me anyway.
Yeah.
And she was married, but she had a problem. She was a little bit on the too close, too touchy-feely, too talky. Yeah, I think she was a little on the nymph side.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like freaking me the hell out. I'm like,
wow.
Yeah, no.
Well, they texted me the next night. I was like,
they don't forget.
No,
the next night,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, give me 3, 4, 5 days. No, the next night, text, hey, Kurt, the Missionaries, just wondering when we can get together again. Fuck. And I was like, let me get back to you. I said, give me a couple of days. So back and forth all week. And we finally settled on earlier today. I said, okay. I said, sure. I'd love to have you read scripture to me. Great. Can't wait. So again, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Because they're like, they didn't say, well, let's meet here. So I'm like, well, then come here again. We got to stand outside. I mean, it's just fucking weird, Yeah. So I'm like, do I like put chair? I was like, well, I got some chair. I'll just move some chairs out in the hall in front of the door, I guess. I don't know, but it's like cold and windy as fuck today. So I'm like, this is weird. It's like, I know they can't come inside, but yet it's cold. How do you do this? So we're gonna meet at 3:30 today. About 1 o'clock, she texted me back and said, hey, can we meet a little bit earlier? And also, she said something about, I was going to bring someone, but they can't make it. So can we meet at the clubhouse at your apartment? And I was like, perfect. I'm like, Jesus, why didn't I think of that? You know what I mean? It's a public place. It's nice. It's warm. It's got a fireplace. I mean, it's a nice fucking, it's the leasing office, clubhouse, gym, big building, right? I was like, why didn't I think of that? Perfect. So I was like, that'd be great. Yeah, no problem. I'll see you there. So I met him there today, and it was Sister Anderson again, who's like I'd say the leader. She's the taller, the cuter, the blonder. Sister Kendrick was the slightly shorter, not as thin, but not chubby or just not. Sister Anderson is tall, thin, blonde. You can just, you can tell she's going to be. She could be hot if she wasn't a Mormon. You know what I mean?
Right.
But she's naturally attractive for a young girl. So, and she seems the more dedicated. You know what I mean? Well, so today I met them at the clubhouse, and she had another girl with her, not Sister Kendrick, Sister Reese. Like Kyle Reese. And I even complimented, I said, you have the best names. I'm like, Sister Anderson, Sister Kendrick, Sister Reese. I said, these are all really good names. And I didn't bother explaining the whole movie thing because they wouldn't understand it. Yeah. But in my head, I'm going, Kyle Reese, Mr. Anderson from The Matrix. I'm thinking all these. I'm like, these are good names. So Sister Reese is day 2. She's brand new. She's fresh meat.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And real nice. And I'm like, oh, yeah, exactly. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. So we walked into the place, and it's in fact, I've never hung out in our clubhouse before, because why? You know what I mean? What the fuck am I going to do there? Dude, it's big. It looks like a ski resort. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I should hang out here. There's like there's like couches and chairs around a big stone fireplace. On this side, there's like tables and shit. I mean, there's all this stuff. And I was like, take your pick, sisters. I'm like, wherever, fine with me. So she chose a nice, wooden table, a bunch of chairs around it. It was very D&D. It was awesome. And it was by the windows, and the sunlight was coming. I'm like, fuck, I wish I could take a picture, but that would probably freak them out. I'm like, hey, let me get a picture. You know what I mean? I'm so careful. I'm like, don't cuss, don't say anything freaky. Just be cool. You know what I mean?
Don't bring a copy of the book.
Yes, exactly.
Well, yeah, no shit. So we all sit down. It's like, okay, cool. And the funny thing is, like I said, it's 2026, so they have their phones, and they have the Bible on their phones. You know what I mean? They're looking up scripture and stuff on their phone. Well, then they also both pulled out books. So I was like, that's cool to see. I'm like, wow. I'm like, because you had the phones and that kind of threw me, but I'm like, you actually do care. Oh yeah, we carry books everywhere. I'm like, okay, cool. And it's neat. They're all like flagged and highlighted and underlined, like they were, you know what I mean? And I was like, that's cool. I don't feel bad now, because I did that with my Bible. I started highlighting and underlining stuff in Revelations and Genesis when I was studying for my books. You know what I mean? So, anyways, you know, talk, and we talked for an hour and a half. I was asking them questions and throwing them, and they were, dude, both of them were like, wow, that's a really, really good question. We've never been asked that before. Okay. I started to feel like Mr. Reed. I shit you not. You know what I mean? I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, be cool, dude. You're veering off the subject here. You know, they want to read scripture of Christ, and we're starting to steer them over to this other stuff. So just be cool. So I had to forcibly kind of just remind myself to shut the fuck up and let them talk. And I said, do you mind if I ask questions? And they're like, of course, like, we're hoping you do. They're like, this is a conversation. It's not one side. We want dialogue. I said, well, careful what you ask for. Get comfortable, ladies. You know what I mean? Because this is a subject I'm dealing with. So, yeah, an hour and a half we talked, and they did that. You know, they read different scriptures. We talked about all this cool stuff, and as we wrapped up, yay! I've got my own copy.
You got your copy. Got cool.
Isn't that a
I got my own
copy.
Free copy.
Broadway or whatever?
What's that?
Oh, that's not the Matt Stone and Trey Parker one.
No.
This is the dude. It's just like the movie. Like in the movie, the girls had the same damn book. I'm just like, this is so.
Did you tell them? Well, I've already got one, but you can never.
Wow, they're accurate in the movie, aren't they?
Yeah,
that's what's scary. That's what's, dude. Wookie, this is what and if you know, if I never even saw the movie, the situation would be weird for me because I don't know. I don't even know how this works. But the fact that I saw the movie like just 2 nights earlier, and it's exactly like what happens. I'm just like, God, this is weird. You know what I mean? So she's like, because now they're getting the hook, the hook. Like, you know what I mean? Well, we'd like, you know, they're like, can we ask you if you would read a passage from, you know, the Book of Mormon for us, and what they say, try to understand it, and then when we talk again, kind of like when you know, explain to us whatever what you get. Sure. And I was like, where do I get this book? You know, I'm like, is this where you sell me something? Is that how this works? I'm waiting for, you know what I mean? And she's like, you know, I have one right. She's like, what's that?
It's not Amway.
No. Well, like I said,
Jehovah's Witnesses will sell you books.
Yeah,
I don't know how this works. I don't know how this works. I have zero experience in this. This is literally all new to me. You know, and I told him, I said, if I seem weird, it's because I literally have never dealt with this before. You know, so she has extra copies of the car. Awesome. So yeah, she just folded the page, and she's like, right here. She's like, this section here, read it. And I was like, okay. And she's like, see if anything comes to you, you know, because they said because I asked them, I'm like, okay, so how and why did this happen with you two sisters? As in, you know, when did you suddenly decide to do this? And apparently no one ever asked them that because it kind of threw them both. And they were happy to answer, and they answered in detail, but you know what I mean? They said they heard the voice, you know, God. Okay. So cool.
Were they
I don't hear
brought up in it or
well, both of their families, yeah. And the Sister Anderson, who's the leader, I said, long line, grandparents, you know, it's in
you said the one was like really new. Yeah, that's right.
The new one was let's see, she was raised that way, but I don't think she had relatives who were missions, but Sister Anderson, who's definitely like the more devoted, yeah, I think it's in her blood, man, because it sounds like it goes to grandparent level, or God knows what. Yeah. But anyways, it was cool. But I'm just, you know, so I have the Book of Mormon now and a passage I got to read, and so. But I was honest with them, and I said, okay, I said, you know, sisters, I said, I just want to be honest with you. You know, and I was like, you know, you don't know me, and it's like I'm like, the way I live, there's a few things that your church wouldn't approve of. You know what I mean? As in, you know,
the books,
coffee cup.
The way I live. Between the smoking, between the coffee, between occasional drinking, between the chicks, between what I'm working on. But there's all this shit that we're like, I'm normal. This is what normal guys like us just do. I'm not shooting up heroin and getting hookers in and out of here. You know what I mean? But it's just like I watch horror movies. They probably don't. Right?
Yeah.
Their life is so simple and good and pure. And I mean, I'm just, dude, I don't give a fuck.
Not 100%, I can tell you that.
And I'm just not. What?
Good and pure.
Yeah, not all of them are pure.
Not all of them.
I know, but I'm saying chances are these young girls, because they did say their age. The one was 20 and the other's like 22. I still can't believe I'm like
they probably are.
12,
they don't have a lot of, you know,
right, a lot of experience. But I basically said, look, I said, I don't want you to waste your time with me. I said, chances are I'm probably not going to be a good recruit or whatever you call it. As in I'm not, you know what I mean? And I'm like, but I enjoy these conversations. I said, you two, I think, are doing great. I love what you're doing. I'm like, the world needs this because it's very dark, you know? And again, remember, the Epstein shit's hanging on me, you know? So I'm looking at this like, we need more of this, actually, because there's some fucked up shit everywhere. Like all the fucking leaders and everyone you look up to and everyone, they're all in on this shit. You know what I mean? So it's like it all goes together. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this Mormon visit, the Epstein shit, the shit I'm working on, it's all like tied together. It's fucked up. It's like, Jesus Christ. And so I was just kind of honest. I said, yeah, I'll meet and we can talk. I said, I love talking and everything's cool. I said, but just, don't waste your time with me, if, you know what I mean? Like if you need to move on, no harm, no foul, because I'm probably not the guy for what you're, you know what I mean?
If you have any other marks out there, I mean, investigate.
How many other targets you're zeroing in on? I mean, investigators.
Suckers.
They thought that was funny. And then we don't call people investigators anymore. I said, okay, I just thought that was fun. I thought you called them targets or something. But, and they were actually both, again, I think they never heard that before because they
that was the word I was trying to think of earlier when he said that.
Yeah.
Mark.
But they said, well, we appreciate your honesty. Thank you. And they said, no, it's fine. And I said, okay, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You don't really know who I am. You know what I mean? And, but whatever, man, it's cool. So so she gave me the book, marked the thing. I said, give me a few days. I said, I lose track of time. I said, I don't even know what day it is anymore because every day is like almost the same for me. So maybe give me a few days and check back with me and stuff. But I said, I will honestly, I will read and let you know what happens if a voice talks to me. I don't know, but man, it's fun as far as I'm concerned. It's like one more experience I've never experienced before, so that's what I do. You know what I mean? It's just like,
generally they're pretty nice, at least,
Yeah, I mean, and again, they're sweethearts. It's almost painful.
Beer.
What?
They won't drink your last beer. They won't even drink your last Coke
or coffee. They won't drink coffee. Right?
Yeah.
It's almost painful to me to be in their presence because I swear I look at them like these young, innocent, naive girls. And again, maybe I don't know, but I'm imagining they're young and innocent. They sure as fuck seem young and innocent. And I'm just like, I'm like, do you know what I've done? You know what I mean? I lived in Las Vegas for 8 years.
Maybe that's why they were there.
And then I'm just like, I know they don't know about the Epstein shit, and I'm not going to even go into that. But that shit's real, And there we are segueing to Epstein now.
Yeah.
So it's fucking everywhere, man. If you guys haven't heard or figured it out, it's just stupid. It's defeating. It's overwhelming, dude. Almost every politician, sports fucking guy, Hollywood celebrity, music industry is ridiculous. They are all in it in the music industry.
I never thought I would say this, but did you guys hear what Nicki Minaj said the other day?
Well, she's like loved by Trump now and stuff, right? She's like,
hey, did you hear what she said?
There's so much that it's been going on for a week, man. I'm hearing everything from her.
I actually, there's been a couple of things that she's come out about, but one of them was that your music icons are stealing babies in foreign countries and mutilating and sacrificing them and stuff. And I'm like, you might want to watch your back.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if they got the money to do that, they won't have a problem with
you might get Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens, dude. All these witnesses and these women who come out and I was one of the girls, and then they suicided. All these people are suicide.
Yeah.
Like, God, what was it? They were like the cops, the original. I don't. It's just, oh my God, everyone's dying. It's like anyone who looks into this shit and comes out commits suicide, quote unquote, and it's just like it's always like a gunshot to the head or something.
You know, Kurt, if you listened to the Tucker episode, and Wookie, I don't know, did you listen to that recently?
I didn't. No, I haven't.
Okay, he talked about the pizza place, right?
Pizzagate, yeah.
And I had forgotten about the guy that went in and shot up the place.
Yeah,
and apparently
the bullet conveniently hit the hard drive in the back room of the computer.
One bullet went right through that. He didn't hit anybody, but he hit that
everything
hard drive.
Is a lie, dude.
And then just sometime, I don't know if it was recently or what, I guess it was fairly recently, he gets pulled over because the cops are looking for somebody that's a fugitive. And
they shoot him.
A fugitive, but he went for his gun and they shot and killed him.
Yeah. Sure.
Wow, that's convenient, you know.
It's like a goddamn broken record. It's just, and like I said, I'm confused by how much shit is out there because I've been dealing with it every fucking night for a week, and I mean, it's just insane. It's like you thought, and again, I hate to keep bringing it back to my book. But it's like I started this 13 years ago. Epstein wasn't in the news 13 years ago. I was in 2012. I started writing. In 2012. This Epstein shit was like 2016. You know what I mean?
I think he got pulled in for something before that, but they let him go because somebody.
It wasn't major. The major, like the Pizzagate, was 2016. All that heavy shit was 2016 and after 2017, 20. Okay. But I sensed shit in back then. I told you, Eek, around 2010 about the Hollywood crap. I stopped watching movies because I'm like, these movies suck. Everything's getting changed. Just I think everything's off.
2014, it hit pretty hard. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I was researching shit, and that's where I got the idea to have MS-13 base the enemy army that working for the demons on MS-13 because in my research of MS-13, I found out the heads of the gangs are Satan worshippers, and they kill children and drink their blood. All this fucking shit. They Epstein the shit out. Okay, that's MS-13. I said, bingo. There's my real life enemies I'm putting in the book. Okay, and like a lot of stuff on the corruption of the Catholic Church. In the 1800s, this church in Oxford. Blah blah. So I'm reading and learning about all this horrible shit. But it was all like it wasn't in the U.S. You know what I mean? It's Nicaragua, South America, England, all this stuff, right? But it's the same shit. It's Satanism, it's statues, it's blood, it's fucking candles, it's drinking blood, it's virgin. They love virgins, and babies, pure blood. Then this Epstein shit hits and the Pizzagate shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Here, this shit's happening here, but it's happening in Hollywood, the music industry, in our government. What? I'm like, I'm learning about this, but it's in other places, the third world countries that are supposedly horrible compared to us, but it's here. Then they're like, oh, it's all fake. It's all QAnon. It's crazy. It's conspiracy. So it like deflated you because after so long, it's like people just
it's misinformation. Yeah, that's misinformation.
And so you're like, okay, well, fuck. I guess we're all crazy. I guess it's not here after all, you know? And now it's back. And now they're proving it. So everything that you gave up on in 2016, you're kind of revisiting and saying, dusting it off and going, holy shit, this was, we were all fucking right back then. You know what I mean? I have all the photographs of the fucked up shit from 2016 because there was shit on Twitter, bloody pictures of children and shit and fucked up shit. And I've got them all, man, on my phone. Now I haven't looked at them yet, but all I got to do is through my photos, I scroll back to 2016 and there they are. And it's also all the shit of Lady Gaga and the fucking spirit cooking and those goddamn parties where it's like a naked woman and they're cutting her up. Dude, I was collecting all this stuff back then until they were like, oh, it's QAnon, it's crazy. No, it's all fake. And I'm like, okay. But I didn't delete them. I kept them. And so now I'm like, Jesus Christ, this shit that I had back then pertains to now. You know what I mean? It's insane, dude, how much they're uncovered. And when I went through the photos, like, dude, 3 out of 4 photos are just lame. I've never seen so many goddamn photographs of electrical things on walls and door handles and door frames and just this. What the fuck? Why are they taking pictures of this? But this is the whole forensic crap where you see them taking pictures of every square inch. This is what it is. They're taking pictures of the corner of the room, of the carpet, of the ceiling, of they get everything documented. So only a small fraction of these photos is the good shit. I found the picture of Bill in the fucking blue dress, that painting on the wall. I'm like, I know this. Found the one of Bush with the paper airplane and the 2 crumbled towers. There are photos of naked young girls, but they have them blacked out.
Blocked out, yeah.
The shit that I thought was weird was the statues. There's sculptures. One is shoe shine. It's a bronze sculpture of a little shoe shine boy sitting on a couch. So this sculpture is made to sit on furniture. And right there in Jeffrey Epstein's New York estate is a life-size bronze sculpture of a little boy, a shoe shine boy, sitting on his couch. I'm like, okay, well, that's a little weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sculpture of a like a panther or something behind an antelope or a deer. It looks like it's fucking him from behind, but it's chewing his neck, and the animal's in pain. And I'm just like, who has that in their grand living room? There's all these weird things like that. You saw the one about the bride hanging from the rope in their lobby? That's weird. What the fuck is this? I saw that photograph. So it's a life-size sculpture, I'm assuming bronze, of a woman. They put a real wedding dress on her. So it's a sculpture, but it has a real white lace cloth wedding dress on the sculpture. She's hanging from a real rope in the mansion's, whatever you call it, room where you enter, where there's a long spiral staircase that goes up to a balcony. Okay, so picture you walk in the big doors. Welcome to the estate. And right here is the stairs that curve up to a balcony, right? Hanging from the ceiling in that space where the stairs curve, the inside of the curve, is this woman in a wedding dress hanging on a rope. Lifestyle. Now, who the fuck has that in their house? It makes no sense.
You know, it tied the room together, Kurt. I mean, you know.
I mean, dude, it's just like, you know.
It's so aesthetically pleasing. Oh my God.
I think statues are cool, and I'm actually looking at one from my place. I want like either an angel statue or a winged naked demon chick statue. I want something fucking. But I'll be goddamn if I have a life-size bronze sculpture of a woman hanging from a rope, and then I put a real wedding dress dressed on her.
Yeah.
The fuck are you people thinking? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is all over the place, and there's photos of all this shit. It's nuts, dude. It is all fucking real. So again, it goes back to conspiracy theories. Believe it all. Believe it all.
Yeah.
Bigfoot, Loch Ness, aliens, UFOs. It's all fucking real. I'm telling you, everything. The Mothman, I don't give how shit. Yes, everything is real. because they convinced us years ago that none of this was real. The Pizzagate shit, it was all fucking real.
Yeah.
And now we know for fact. So that means all of the other shit that they said is not real. Guess what? It's real. That's how I'm going through life now. I'm like, any fucking weird ass shit you hear is real. A giant spider in the sewers of New York. Yep. There's one there. You know why? Because they say, no, that's bullshit. No, it's real.
Yeah.
If you say it's bullshit, it's fucking real.
Yeah.
You have to go through life
crazy for believing
it. Dude, the fucking Nephilim and the giants. Oh yeah. But then what the fuck is it doing in a Freedom of Information Act from Hillary Clinton, for Christ's sakes?
Did you see the email? Or did you see the thing about cloning?
Yes.
Like,
not just, dude.
Fuck.
Do you realize this is the shit that just wears you down?
Yes.
3 years before COVID, Bill Gates got together with Epstein and a third guy that I don't know, but he's some pharmaceutical king guy. And they said, we need to basically get rid of a lot of the poor people. How do we do it? And they said, let's have a meeting and talk about it. And guess what came up as one of their possible solutions? A pandemic.
Yeah.
Big surprise. 3 fucking years later, COVID hits. And who's in charge? Bill Gates is the head of it.
Yeah.
Bill Gates worked with Epstein. They said, let's do a pandemic. Okay. And guess what? They fucking did. And half the people of the country fucking believe them because they're fucking retard drones, right? So Epstein was behind the pandemic. Okay. Did you hear about Epstein in Fort Knox?
Oh, no.
Oh, this is a good one. This about getting my brother a heart attack because I told you we have invested in precious metals. He's all about gold, silver. Okay. 2011, and this is in an email, and I saw it on an interview.
Yeah.
In 2011, Epstein went to Fort Knox, and he said, "Where's all the gold? It's gone." Yeah. Epstein was like alarmed. Like the son of Satan himself was alarmed that the gold in Fort Knox was gone in 2011. Yeah. Elon and Trump, good old Trump, was going to send Elon to Fort Knox to see if the gold was there. Right? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember him talking about that.
Did he do it?
Didn't happen.
Did he do it? No.
Yeah.
And is it going to happen? No.
Yeah.
The fucking gold is gone. There's no gold in Fort Knox.
Some years ago, I can't remember what year this happened, but Germany said, we want our gold reserves back.
Yeah.
And apparently we told them, okay, it'll take 6 years.
Right.
Not, we'll put it on a boat and send it over.
Because there's no gold in dude.
You know.
Epstein, the evil man, was freaked out that there's no gold in Fort Knox. Why? Because when Epstein was in jail, not prison, he was in jail in South Beach, wherever the fuck, California.
Down in Florida, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I watched the interview with Steve Bannon. Remember Steve Bannon, the guy in the white van, you know?
Yeah.
He interviewed Epstein. You should watch it. It's amazing interview.
Didn't they say he's been to the island too?
Oh, yeah. So in this interview, and this is like it's long. It's great. You got to watch it, dude. It was fucking amazing because it's Epstein right there telling him everything. And when Epstein was in jail in wherever the fuck it was, California. Was it California or Florida?
I thought it was Florida.
Okay. One of the two. Bannon kept hounding him like, weren't you going crazy? Weren't you pissed that 1 minute you're in these mansions surrounded by women and celebrities and everything, and now you're stuck in an 8x10 room with a bed and a sink and a toilet and blah, 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 blah. And Epstein was like, no. He's like, it was just another room. And Bannon you could tell Bannon was in shock. He's like, you can't tell me that you weren't. And he's like, and Epstein is like, no. He's like, I'm still the same. I still did everything in that cell that I would do at home. I just was in a different room. And
they were letting him out every day too.
What?
They were letting him out every day.
Yeah.
And I think they told him he could go home on the weekends and come back.
Epstein didn't
but he did anyway.
Epstein didn't eat the food because he was convinced he was going to die, that someone was going to poison his food, because he said jail food is different than prison food. And he said, so I refuse to eat any of that food in jail. And Bannon's like, well, how'd you live? He said, there was a vending machine. I had 1 almond joy bar a day. And that was it. Epstein survived on 1 almond joy bar a day in jail. Could you do that? I don't eat shit, and that would be tough for me to do.
I'd thin out a little bit. That's for sure.
So then he said, then they talk about the 08 shit, the whole stock market crash. Remember all the housing shit, right? Epstein was in jail, and he was seeing it from jail. He was helpless. He can't really do anything. Get this. If you're in jail, Pete, let's just say, well, I don't know, some relative of yours got busted and gave him your name or something, and you wound up getting arrested and going in jail. I know that's a far fetch, but just pretend
that would never happen.
That would never happen. So there you are in jail, and you get one phone call. You get one phone call. Who are you going to call?
Well, probably my wife.
Your wife. Okay.
So you Epstein out and then, get a hold of who put
Epstein. You know who Epstein called from the jail?
No telling. He didn't have a wife.
The Treasury Department. The
What?
U.S. The U.S. Treasury Department. His one phone call from jail was the U.S. Treasury Department. I don't even know. Do you know their number? How the fuck are you able to call the U.S. Treasury Department?
He had a lot of phone numbers.
Yeah, he did.
He was tied in so much. He was used to the Treasury Department talking to him.
Yeah.
Okay? He called them because he said, I'm seeing what's happening here. You got to get so-and-so on the phone. I need to talk to him to prevent this from collapsing the country. Epstein was freaked out. He said, this country's going down if you fuckers don't do what I tell you. So he talked to them and said, look, you've got to get money in the system. And Epstein described it as he talks about financial shit. He talks about finance like the human body. He says a lot of people compare it to cars and stuff. It's not. It's like the human body. Yeah. And he said the brain is like the banking system, like everything. And he said this was like one, artery that was into it. But the problem is if that artery shuts down, it will affect everything, and then you die of a heart attack. His anthologies were amazing. Okay. So he talked to someone in the Treasury Department and was saying, listen, you have to do this, and you got to try this, and you got to try this, and you got to try this. But this is all over. Done. And apparently that's when they started the bailouts and all this crap.
Yeah.
But again, it was Epstein, dude. It's like he is tied into everything, man. It's fucked up. And you start to think like, it would be easier to list what he's not tied into, honestly. Yeah. Because it's everything, dude. They said his email, everyone's name. They're like, did every rich person on the planet deal with this guy? Because it's starting to seem that way. Because it's not the U.S., it's England, and it's fucking Saudi Arabia, and it's fucking this.
All over.
Dude, it's like, what the fuck?
To some degree, he's collecting phone numbers for future use kind of thing. But he just in contact with somebody. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
Kurt, I gotta go. Yeah.
That's cool. I hear you.
So
you look like you were dozing off back there.
Yeah.
I thought his camera froze for a second.
I've been up since 2:00 this morning.
Yeah, he drove to California this morning at 7:00. I'm like, I wouldn't have even streamed. So I appreciate you coming on because I wouldn't have. If I did that, I'd be like, fuck, no, I'm going to bed. So, but yeah, good. Thanks for coming on, Wookie. And keep me posted on that frame, dude. I'm looking forward to that frame.
Yeah, I've because everything else that I'm doing has just been sidelined, but I keep checking on it because I want to make damn sure it doesn't start bending more and shit.
I got faith in you. I know it's gonna look awesome as shit. when you do it, and I'm gonna have to post it all over Twitter and say, look,
oh yeah,
look at this loyal backer.
I'll do a video. I'll do video of it as I'm doing it. So
before you go, I'd just like to ask you to tell all the whores in the park I said hi.
We will. I will do that. They'll be getting their ration of whiskey and hardtack.
Right. Hardtack.
That's awesome.
Keep those teeth going,
No doubt.
Well, again, have a good one, Wookie. Thanks for coming on.
All righty, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too, man. Get with me later.
We'll see you next time. Eek, have a good one, man.
Take it easy.
Later. Yeah, that's a good guy. I could tell he was tired like an hour ago. I'm like,
I thought his camera froze up for a second. I'm like, no, I think he's kind of dozing off.
That's fine. Like I said, I'm like burnt out. I'm actually surprised I'm in a good mood. I was so fucking irritable before this live stream. I'm like, I shouldn't even live stream because I'm gonna like go off on somebody or something. But it's just like, nah, it's cool.
I got a question for you. Well, I want to see what you think of this.
Sure.
After listening to the Tucker show.
Okay.
Since you checked it out too.
I watched last.
We all know, that Epstein was nobody until he met, I think, it was Bob Barr's dad, Donald Barr. I think so. Name, who was in the OSS, which was the forerunner to the CIA.
Right.
Gives him a job at a rather prestigious school up there in New York, even though he has zero credentials, no reason why you would hire him as a man.
Sounds like Obama in the presidency, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there was a bunch of hot young ladies going to school there, and hey, I'll give you a job here. I don't know how he met the guy. Nothing, right?
No. Right.
And then years later, Bob Barr, Donald Barr's son, ends up actually some kind of interview or something. Somebody relayed that Epstein said about Bob Barr that he's Central Intelligence. He's in the CIA.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I've never checked into Bob Barr to find out if he ever served in the CIA.
Right.
But eventually he becomes the Attorney General under Donald Trump, and it didn't seem like he really worked all that well with him, Trump wanted him to do things, and he just didn't do it.
He didn't do them,
so at some point, he's the one covering up the suicide in the cell.
Right.
Whatever. And then he apparently says to somebody, we have to make this look like a suicide.
Right.
What do you think the odds are that Bob Barr was in the CIA and maybe was still serving in the CIA as Attorney General of the United States?
I mean, why not? Everything's fucked up, dude. I swear to God, every you all right?
Let me know if anybody comes in the door behind me.
No shit. No, dude, anything and everything goes now. I mean,
that just
Epstein himself is like some amazing amalgam guy. How the fuck is he? How did he do this? And it's like people even say that, like they'll ask him to his face in his interviews, like, how did you learn how to do this? How did this happen? You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. It's weird. It's like,
I mean, obviously he's tied in with Mossad. He's palling around with Ghislaine Maxwell, who was Robert Maxwell's daughter.
Yeah.
They killed Robert Maxwell too. I mean, but he was working for the Israelis. He was a big spy for them or whatever. And his daughter, picks up these girls and I'll just fly out there on the helicopter. Right. Where'd she learn how to fly a helicopter?
Fly a helicopter. Yeah. Who do you know flies helicopters and planes? I mean, it's just, it's again, it's like it was all there, but I guess we're just, everyone's so fucking stupid not to see it, or we would listen like the drones we are during COVID to everyone said, oh no, it's just conspiracy theory. It's all true, dude.
I'm not saying that he only worked for Mossad. He may have been working for MI6 and
everything.
He
Dude,
might have been working for all of them.
So you and I, us peasants, us cattle, where the big word goyim, right? We're cattle. We work one job. We focus on one job and we work that one fucking job. And if you're lucky enough to have a title like whatever your title is, there you go. Okay, there's your title. These motherfuckers have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's like a perfect example is Elon Musk. And people even like, how the fuck do you do it, dude? If he only had SpaceX, that would be enough shit to last you 3 lifetimes. No,
none of us could keep up with even that one thing.
No, he's got Twitter. Dude, he has like several companies. How the fuck? How? It's inhumanly possible to spend that much. And the motherfucker's tweeting every day, jokes and memes and shit. And it's just like, I don't understand. Well, that's why they're rich and we're poor, because they somehow are built different, man.
Yeah.
But what I was telling someone about is there's the bad side. And the bad side is with all of that talent and genius and skill and connections and all this crap, these are people that love and laugh about fucking up children and literally cutting them apart and eating them and drinking their blood and then getting more over year after. Okay, so there's your flip side. There's the bad side. The good side is, wow, Epstein was a fucking genius, financial genius. Holy shit. Maybe he held everything together.
Right.
But he was kind of a satanic fucking child eater on the side. So what are you going to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just how it is with these elite, smart, from the Elons to the Trump. I mean, look at Trump's history, dude.
Right.
How many they said, I don't even know, but he's gone bankrupt several times. He's declared bankruptcy like more than
at least
twice.
A couple of times. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And he just keeps coming back, and more money and more businesses. And more
a lot of your rich guys, man, they don't stay rich, but they seem to claw their way back somehow.
Yeah. But they're just so involved in so much.
The people that win the lottery and get into all kinds of mess, and wish they never hit the lottery kind of thing.
Epstein won the lottery twice.
Epstein did? Wow. I didn't hear that.
Don't ever buy lottery tickets fixed.
Yeah.
Epstein talked about it. You got to watch. You got to find these banned interviews. I don't know where the fuck they are, but you got to search for the banned interviews. He talks about how he won the lottery, the big grand prize twice, because he knows how to work it, which means it's rigged.
There's something to it. Yeah.
You should have seen the reactions in the comments. People were like, is everything a lie? They're like, we can't even fucking have hopes to win the lottery now. It's like, no, it's fake. Everything's
It's either that or he was saying that to go, well, this is where I got all my money at, because nobody.
No, well, they can prove it. They got records, man. They have records if you win.
If you could pull that up, yeah.
And I mean,
mostly nobody knows where he got his money from.
It's just insane. But
you can't hit the lottery most of the time and buy an island. It's a lot of money.
It's just everything's fucking true. It's ridiculous. Everything they show is like fucking true. And again, these people this is why they look at us like cattle, like we don't matter, like COVID. I mean, dude, Bill Gates and Epstein talked about basically how do we cut down the population? How do we get rid of the poor people who are
that's what made me nervous.
Clogging our planet.
Yeah. Gates started talking about releasing all these mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And it was something we're going to get rid of the bad mosquitoes by populating them with the. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Thanks anyway, but let's not do that.
The only good thing is that now, even though everyone's in shock, and I mean, dude, I just, like I said, I think it was this morning, I asked AI to research. I said, I need to do some research. Because I was like, I need to know if all this Epstein stuff if this is just like a Twitter thing. Like, Twitter is going in, like, it's everywhere. It's Democrats. It's Republicans. It's anyone and everyone is involved in Epstein. And I thought at first it was. I'm like, oh, this is just the MAGAs, and I'm seeing it because I'm into this kind of crap. And no, it is it's saturated. It's across. Dude, I'm seeing shit that like fanatical Democrats are saying that I'm agreeing with. I'm like, I never thought I would.
I never thought I would say, hey, did you hear what Nicki Minaj said? And here I am going, wow.
Even fucking horse-faced Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez is like, we got to get to the bottom of this shit. This is fucked up. Yeah. I mean, it can unite people. Of course, it's not, but it should. But like you saw about Bill Maher, what Bill Maher said.
I can't remember.
That was just 2, 3, 4 days ago, and it was awesome. Bill Maher, like the first 2 minutes of this interview, they're talking about Pizzagate, and you know how much of a smart ass Bill Maher is. I don't really like him.
Yeah,
he makes me laugh when he's on. When he's good, he's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so he's sitting there in this interview, and he's like, well, he's like, I'm just curious to know where QAnon goes to get their apology, and everyone starts laughing. And he's like, because it seems to me, if I recall, they were saying almost everything a few years ago, and everyone called them conspiracy theories. Yeah. He's like, so I want to know who's going to issue apology to QAnon for being crazy.
Yeah,
he nailed it, and he's talking about Pizzagate and everything, and he says we're reading this right now, so maybe they weren't crazy, maybe they were. This is Bill Maher saying this, dude.
Yeah, I know. He's come around and said a few things and pissed off some people that used to be really on his side, and now they don't want everything.
Who does that remind you of? Elon. Yeah. Elon used to be a lefty, big time.
That's right.
And he just started to wise up and say, "This is insane what they want." It was for him. It was that was Epstein's behind the whole LGBT training movement. That's what the cloning is. Did you hear what he wanted to clone? Did you hear about the cloning?
Yeah, I did a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit.
2 things.
Yeah.
They wanted to clone children, babies.
Yeah.
As in a breed of humans that are children and babies to harvest them.
Yeah.
Have all their fun with them because it's just a clone. The other clone, and he went into detail about this, a form of human that is a transvestite, an adult
not
woman
a transvestite, really,
with a dick,
more like a hermaphrodite. Yeah.
He was saying how he studied this, and researched it, and when there's a sex change, the men that become women are more popular and accepted and wanted than the women that become men. He said there's something about a dick and the rest of the body being a beautiful woman with big tits and all this stuff. He's like, because you can kind of have both. And I'm like, dude, that's all you, man. Whatever.
I bet Bill Gates was probably sitting right next to him too. When
but you know what I'm saying? But that was one of the clones they literally wanted to make a human clone that was a whatever you call it.
Sort of like a hybrid.
Yeah. But all that way. Like there's no surgeries, like they're born with the dick, the tits. Okay. And the whole children thing. They wanted to clone babies so they could I mean, dude, this is fucking, like I said, in my most demonic shit that I'm trying to fucking put in my books, never could I have come up with this.
Right.
And this is the difference. I'm telling you, there is a gene or a rotted spot. There's some biological thing that is different in them than us. I'm telling you. We can't even conceive of the thought. And they are doing it day after day, year after year. So there is clearly something biologically different, is what I'm saying.
You've heard of Einsoff?
No.
Look into that. That's It's a hermaphrodite kind of god. Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is in D&D, man. You know, the elven god of the elves. I remember when we were kids, we were laughing because it said that the god of the elves could be male, female, both, or neither.
Yeah.
And deities and demigods. And we're like, oh, can you imagine? You know, because we're kids, we're stupid. We don't know. And all, dude, like Baal, and Baphomet, all these demons are the same way.
Oh man,
they're like all fucking basically trannies. You know.
Did you see anything about the Olympics?
Today I saw it. The fuck, dude?
The opening.
What the fuck? It's red and fucking pentagram.
Pentagram in there, fire.
And I commented because everyone's
and then you got to
posting this
think
picture.
back to 2 years ago at the Summer Olympics when they had the Baal things up there and they're mocking the Last Supper and stuff.
This is what I'm saying. Is it's exhausting. It's everywhere.
Not only that, the other one too that I know I talked to you about a few years ago, the Commonwealth Games in England, where they brought out the gigantic bull with the red eyes and the smoke coming out the nose, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And they got somebody on there talking about, well, this represents the farmers, and I'm like, shut the hell up, man.
And again, I've watched so many interviews and read so much shit. I'm getting them confused. But just today, I saw something, and it was Alex Jones, of course. I think there was some old interview with Alex Jones and Tucker, I believe.
I watched something from Benny. What's his name? Benny Johnson? Is it Benny?
Yeah, I know. I've heard of him.
And he had a little clip of Alex Jones on there too, but he showed all the opening ceremony stuff in the Olympics, and I'm just going.
But the point was is they were saying how it seems like it's everywhere. How evil's everywhere, darkness, like everyone's falling out. He says that you feel like giving up, which I feel like every time 2 hours in Epstein shit. You know, I said I'm going to bed. I don't give a fuck about anything. I'm just going to bed.
Yeah.
That's part of the fucking psyop. They want you to believe it's everywhere and that it's the majority to make you give up and defeat you. And he's like, but it's not. He's like, there is a lot of good in the world, you know? And this goes back to mainstream media. I remember as a teenager, dude, people talking about the news, how the horrible shit is what people want, not the good stuff. Yeah. Like the popular stories is the murder, the rape, the tragedy. The good stories of the kids with the lemonade stand and the retirees helping them, no one gives a fuck about that. They want the dark, bad shit.
Now the cops come down the street and shut them down for not having a business license.
But this goes back to, okay, this is the media basically saying, well, the people want the bad shit. Let's give them what they want. And the people eating it up and saying, we want more bad shit. This good stuff's boring. So that's like how it's skewed, because it's like, wait a minute, everything is not demonic and taken over, because walk the fuck outside.
Yeah.
And this ties into what I just went through this week with the Mormon girls.
Right.
That's why I got choked up, because I'm thinking of my two nieces who are like practically angels in my book. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm looking at these. What they were thinking if they actually watched the Olympics.
I don't know.
But that'd be an interesting reaction to see some of them watching the Olympics.
Yeah, but they don't expose themselves to this. They stay good. They don't expose themselves to it.
But the Olympics used to be anybody could watch the Olympics.
Of course.
But now
used to be
like,
20, 30 fucking years ago. But so did Hollywood. And every day it goes on in the NFL, and it just on and on and on.
Yeah, that's another thing I won't be watching tomorrow is the big game. So, and I wanted to comment on something that Abby, someone just put in here, Abby Normal. Aren't they trying to put the farmers out of business? Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff over in Europe somewhere. I think it was in Ireland, where they had to cull like huge chunks of their herd.
Yeah.
There was other stuff in the mainland part of Europe where they were crushing these farmers. And I think it was out in Washington State. They're trying to cut off water to these farms. They're saying, oh, you're using too much water and you're not allowed to do that anymore. So, you can't have cows or chickens or whatever. They're really coming down on them. I mean, that's kind of, you're talking about the food supply here.
Yeah.
And on top of that, how many of these chicken farms have just burned up in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
Or even cows, where they had them milk cows that, and the place burned down and killed most of the herd. 10,000 cows in one fire.
Yeah.
Really? What could catch on fire in that place?
I know. But again, the
the
good news is one, everyone's waking the fuck up. I mean, everyone, dude.
Yeah.
They're in shock. I'm telling you, I see it with comments. Everyone is basically their head spinning because there's so much shit that's been dumped on us at once. Everyone's just like, what the fuck? And they said this is going to take a while because, and it's true. I see everyone is dissecting the fuck out of this shit. Like I said, I'm dealing with the photographs. I went through all the photos, but you got people who are going through the emails. You got people going through it all, emails and photos and videos. It is being just fucking combed through.
Yeah.
So as the weeks go by, there'll be more and more and more and more. And so again,
a lot of material, and it's only about half of it, honestly.
It's cool that so many people are into it. And like I said, I was telling you about the AI I asked. So it's not just Twitter. I said, has this spread out to the real world, to the normal world? Because someone on Twitter mentioned something about, no one I know in person and like off Twitter talks about this or knows about this. And I'm just like, please tell me that's not true. I'm like, that would suck. Yeah. So and it said no. It said every single media outlet, including CNN, NPR, for Christ's sakes, daily Epstein, daily. In fact, they said CNN is like heading the charge. Yeah, fucking CNN is just obsessed with this Epstein.
Yeah.
And it's not just anti-Trump. Of course, there's stuff about Trump. No, they are like seriously like, this is some fucked up shit, people that we're finding. This is insane. You know what I mean? And again, I said this a while ago. I said they're gonna fuck up because when they fuck with kids, that's game over. Because it reminds me of when I learned when I was a teenager, about prison justice, right? Where the murders, the rapists, the con men, all that shit. Okay, they serve their time. Okay. A fucking pedophile comes in prison.
Yeah.
One, they're put in solitary confinement because they have a lifespan of like 24 hours to a week.
Yeah.
They get prison justice. Those fucking rapists and murderers all have kids.
Well, you know what
your worst murderer and rapist doesn't want anyone fucking with their kids. They may fucking rape and kill hundreds of people, but stay away from my kids. That's that's this weird honor among thieves crap. But the pedos, they fucking kill them,
Yeah, they put them in a special prison now, I think, because the medical bills we're paying for it every time they get the shit kicked out of them in there.
Right.
So they put them all together in their own little world.
With this stuff now, because it's all the kids and these young innocent women and all this crap, it's hitting everybody. It's hitting it and people keep saying, I say this isn't political. I'm like, any fucking retard that thinks this is a political, you're a fucking idiot. You're retarded. This isn't political, motherfuckers. This is humanitarian. This is humans. And again, people are, dude, it's like, this is good versus evil. It's like, no shit. It's like, this isn't left and right and partisan, bipartisan. No, there's no fucking politics involved in this, dude. This is literally demonic shit versus the people, man.
Yeah.
And
there's been a lot of young people too that are picking up on this, and
they need to.
Big, huge things. College kids all getting baptized and stuff. There's been a lot of that stuff. That's good to see.
Well, I mean,
there's people picking up on it for sure.
We need it. Like like I said, dude, this timing with this whole Mormon, I'm just like, I really needed it. That's kind of why I actually enjoy their company, because it's like, I am so this shit, and dude, even to me, calling it satanic is like not a strong enough word,
Yeah,
satanic is these fuckers in black robes in a church in San Francisco that get naked and have orgies.
Right.
They're not carving children apart and drinking their blood in the church of Satan. It's like, this is a level beyond that.
That's where it starts.
I don't even know. Yeah. It's like,
yeah.
It's like satanic is not a strong enough word for this.
Yeah, and it may
I don't
be
know if there
getting,
is a strong enough word for
people
this,
may be
you know?
getting desensitized to that. No, satanic. Yeah, it's another satanic thing. You know, whatever.
But either way, it's fucking satanic as fuck.
But yeah,
it's
yeah,
just insanely. It's the worst thing
Yeah.
imaginable, and it just keeps getting worse. You know, when you hear about like the fucking pizza and grape soda, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Of course, it's children and shit. And they're laughing and joking, and they're all into it. And fuck, dude. I mean,
yeah, people don't talk about food like that.
we can't. I couldn't. We can't imagine it. Like, could you imagine if we had a friend who like did this? I know either we take care of him, or we would definitely be calling many cops to say, you need to go here, you know, and there's some shit going down.
Yeah.
Dude, this is just insane.
It wouldn't be just them getting ostracized from the group. It would, it would be worse than sure. Yeah.
Think about it. And
this is the party.
This is the leaders, the billionaires, the heads of government, heads of fucking medical, sports, film, music, everything, dude. It's the people in charge of the planet are doing this. And I don't understand and someone even, I think, someone said they think this is what you have to do to be a leader in a leader role or a wealthy person. Well, you have to do this, whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
I'm like, it would make sense.
To you about listening to somebody talking, you know, to a guy that was in the military. And I guess the guy in the military is his commanding officer and talked to him about, you know, do you want to move up kind of thing.
Right.
Well, yeah, sure. Yeah. I'd like to, you know, move up to the next rank and whatever.
Yeah.
Keep my career going upward. And you might want to think about joining the Masons.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another one where they're like, no, they don't. That's just an old guild of construction workers.
Still around. Did you ever see the you know what the women's group was? Because you can't be a woman in the Masons.
Right.
So they had their own thing called the Sisterhood of the Eastern Star.
What?
And it's an upside down 5-pointed star. Yeah, look it up, man. I mean, I'm at the cemetery looking around like, dude, this town was full of them.
Wow.
Down in Ironton, you know, or, you know, my wife wants to go down and visit the grave. I just want to go to Rax Roast Beach.
That's where the Rax is, yeah.
Yeah, but they're not open on Sundays, so that kind of sucks. Ruins my point.
Because they're worshiping Satan, apparently, in the churches.
Right. I mean, you know, that's too far for me to just drive down there for that. But yeah, I'm looking around the cemetery going, you got to be kidding me, man. They're all over it. Here's a guy's wife, the Eastern Star thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know, I mean, there's a guy I work with. I actually was talking to a guy yesterday at work or day before. And something came up. He's been a driver there for like 15 years. And I showed him that symbol that I showed you that I keep finding on the trailers. The triangle with the lines coming out of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, I don't know what this is. What do you think? Have you ever seen this on one of the trailers? You know, I'm like, it looks like something Masonic. Yeah. And he looks at it and goes, no, I'm in the Masons, and that's not a Masonic. I'm like,
Jesus.
Oh, God, man.
Oh, that's fucked up.
You too. I mean, Ted Broer told the funniest story about that when he was a kid, I guess in high school or maybe college, where a teacher or professor invited him to one of their things, you know. Yeah. And the next week he asked him, well, what'd you think of it? And he goes, you know, they kept saying Lord this and Lord that, but they never said Jesus once. And he never got invited back. And I was like, well, yeah, that kind of tells you something. The lower levels probably don't know much about that, but when you get to the top, you start finding out some other things like Scientology. You know?
And they said it's twofold. I forget who it was that was basically saying this, but they said one, they do it for the blackmail, as in, let's just, I don't know, let's say Joe Smith right?
Yeah.
Is the latest indoctrination.
Now,
So
a
Joe
different one.
Smith,
I know a Joe Smith. Make it a
What's
Bob
that?
Smith. Make it a Bob
Okay.
Smith.
Bob
I
Smith.
know a Bob
So
Smith.
Bob Smith is a multi-millionaire, but he's going to become a billionaire if in advance up in this company. But we need to have a little chat with Bob Smith. So Bob, if you want to step up and go from multi-millionaire to billionaire with the rest of us, or with the club, if you want to be in the club, we need you to come over to this party. And at this party, and they get videos and pictures. Okay, so now he's doing the shit with the kids and pizza party. Okay, whether he wants to or not, this is a price you pay, dude. This is what you do.
Yeah.
Right? It reminds me of They Live. Remember They Live? Same shit. So Bob may hate this, but he fucking does it because he wants in, and they have the video. So they're like, okay, Bob, we have all this evidence of you. Don't you ever think about fucking us, because this all goes in public and you're done.
Got all that on you.
Or the other option is they're like, fuck yeah, where are they? I've been dying for this all my life, and they love it. So there's your two options. And I'm like, it makes sense. One, it's a blackmail thing, or two, they really are into it. They were born with that fucked up gene that I believe, and they went through life maybe doing this, when they grew up in the ghetto, because that's the thing is, it's not just the rich elites doing this. It happens in fucking shitholes. It just goes unreported because who cares? Fuck if they're poor. You know what I mean? So those people make their way, and they want to become basically rich and powerful because they know the rewards that wait them. And so I think there's your two paths. You're basically forced to, whether you want to or not, if you want into the club, or I've been waiting all my life for this. Fuck yeah, let me have it. And there you go. You know what I mean? It makes sense that it's everywhere and everything.
I think that's kind of what we've pissed off everybody so far. So I'll mention the Scientologists again.
Yeah.
It sounds like that's what they do. They get a bunch of dirt on you.
Yes.
What bad things happen in your life, and you're taking your own test or whatever they do. And they record everything. They take it all down.
Yeah.
And they keep that stuff. So that's how you keep people keep buying those books, man.
Exactly.
I'll give Leah Remini a lot of credit. Well, I mean, and they went after her too, and a few other people. They, for some reason, they got a big thing for people in Hollywood. But
because I think that they're like sheep, desperate sheep. I think that they realize all these little starlets and all these fags and all these guys, they will do anything to become rich and famous.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is like shooting fish in a fucking barrel. Yeah. We don't gotta force that. We don't have to convince them. We're just like, hey, come on over to this party. The head of Sony is gonna be here. And then when you're there, they're like, hey, why don't you get naked and fuck this kid?
That's funny. I just thought of that too. The guy from that 70s show, let's see if I can always forget his name. But he's in prison right now. Danny Masterson. Danny Masterson, the guy that played Hyde.
I never watched the show, so I don't know.
Okay, so him and what's his name used to hang around a lot. I can't.
Corey Feldman, Corey Feldman too.
Actually, I got it right here. So he used to pal around a lot with Ashton Kutcher.
He's the only one I know from that show. Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah,
and the dad was the dude from RoboCop. He was the villain in RoboCop. I don't know his name.
Yeah, the dad. He was awesome, man. So
just give me my fucking phone call.
Right? That guy was great.
He's good. Play the bad guy. Good.
Yeah. So apparently, they used to party together a lot up in New York and everything. But Danny Masterson was married to somebody in Hollywood too, and I can't think of her name. She was somebody kind of popular. And he gets caught dosing women with something, GHB probably, and assaulting them, And it happened to 3 or 4 of them, I guess, and they finally, hey, something's going on here. And he's in prison now.
Good.
And all those people from the show, though not all of them, but some of them wrote letters in, including that guy. And he's such a great guy. And,
right? Of course. Oh, yeah.
And then like even Ashton Kutcher had to kind of backpedal and go, well, we didn't know about that,
Right.
Like,
right.
Yeah, so that's he was doing that stuff too. Yeah, it's kind of weird, man. It's a little more than kind of weird, but yeah.
Like I said, it's just I mean, the fact that, like I said, I mean, like right now you could just, because it's that government website, it's whatever, us.gov, blah, blah, blah. And, at first I was like, this ain't gonna work, Sure enough, there it is. I'm like, son of a bitch. It's like unlocking a fucking lock, and you're like, oh, it worked. Wow, this is what's in here.
Yeah.
And you're going through, and you're like, son of a bitch, this is legit. And then, dude, when I came across, because, they don't have like the photos listed like thumbnails. It's just like, here's the fucking DOJ or whatever. Okay, so you go there. Then there's the section.
Yeah.
And then this section.
They didn't want to make it easy. They put it out so that it's not
at all
easy to go through.
But I just started. But see again, Twitter. People were like, if you want to read the emails, here's the link. And they're like, if you want to look at the photos, here's the link. And I saw one of those. I'm like, oh fuck yeah. Because I'm like, I don't want you want to do with the emails, but I'm like, I'm good with the photos. I'm gonna scour these motherfuckers.
Well, emails are interesting. That's where they found out Bill.
Well, but again, I get on Twitter because it's like other people doing the work. You guys do the fucking emails and post it, and I'll read it that way. I'm looking at pictures and I'm posting what I find. That's how it works. That's the beauty of Twitter and social media is it's literally power to the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You did hear what Gates was doing though. I guess Epstein wrote an email to himself kind of to document this or whatever.
Oh,
that
dude,
Bill Gates was asking him for antibiotics to slip into his wife's drink kind of thing because
she got
her an STD
disease. Yeah.
The Russian.
It's insane. It's insane, dude. And these are the people leading the country. This is, some woman was like, this is the head of the health, whatever. It's like, this is fucking insane. So all I know is that it's basically the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
What happens now? I don't fucking know. But the cat is definitely out of the bag. People are afraid everyone's going to forget and move on. I'm like, I don't think so. I think there's, first of all, way too many people involved reading this shit, dissecting it, right?
Yeah.
The kids thing is a major. Like, everyone's got kids. And, dude, I'm telling you, all these people with kids, they've got to be, like, terrified. Like, they've got,
they should be.
I'm feeling it. Dude, they're my nieces and morbid girls I've never met before. And I'm like my heart's breaking because I'm like, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't imagine if I had like sons and daughters little and you're at home and you're watching them play, how innocent and stuff they are. I mean, fuck, dude. It's like, so these people with kids have to be feeling this harder than like guys like you and me who never changed a diaper in our life that we're quite proud of, by the way. That's me. No poop on my.
I'm gonna start now.
Not gonna start. Too old for that shit. But I just think I think this is serious. Because when you fuck with the kids, you fuck with everyone. Everyone can relate. And I think everyone's just in shock now. And I'm sure there's some people in denial who are used to denying. Oh, I'm sure most of these emails are fake or blah 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 blah. Or they believe like Bill Gates, where he's like, well, yeah, Jeffrey Epstein emailed himself. Shut the fuck up. You really think we believe this, you fucking asshole? No, you're busted, motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's just it's so simple. Now everything's so simple. I swear to God, at least for me it is. I'm like, it's so easy to see almost everything's a lie. Everyone's full of shit. They're all covering themselves. They think we're stupid, so they can say stupid shit on camera in an interview. Like, well, Jeffrey apparently emailed himself and included me, and it's like,
there's been this trend toward we don't care if you see it anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, it used to keep things kind of quiet, but anymore, look at the Olympics. Hey, everybody.
Well, and if you think about it, it goes back to movies, Zeke. Everything either goes back to D&D or fucking movies. I shit you not.
Yeah.
Either you figured out through D&D or you figured out through movies. what happens with the evil? They get sloppy. They get greedy.
Yeah.
They get too brave. They get too out in the open. They get too invincible because they believe we'll get away with anything. So they don't even hide it. We don't need to hide it. But then the shit fucking stops one day and they lose. It's like, oh, it's how it is. And I think we're at that stage right now.
Yeah.
Where
it
is so in the fucking open. They're so used to getting away with it. They're like, well, why fucking hide it? No one's going to bust us.
Right.
I don't know who's going to bust them. It sure is fucking going to be Trump and the DOJ. That's a fucking whole nother story I don't even want to touch, but it's sick. It's fucking, you want to talk about betrayal? Fuck him,
right.
You know? And I'm not saying, oh yeah, Biden is great. No, but no, I'm saying they're all fucked. Fuck them all. That's what I say. I fucking hate our government, period.
Yeah.
And it's like, but something, whether it's the people or something, is going to say, okay, enough's enough. Yeah. Enough's enough. This is insane what's happening. This is our country. Do you think this was happening like with the whole founding fathers crap?
You know, there's some weird things about them.
Right.
When Washington,
they was like, weren't they Masons too and shit?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at all the layout of DC and there's all the symbology and stuff, and then you've got George Washington. They have the little parade when he gets elected or inaugurated, whatever. He's wearing full Masonic regalia and a bunch of Masons with him walking in their little parade or whatever they were doing. So you look at your. I didn't know this for a long time, but I guess I guess it maybe at one point, probably not now, but all of the astronauts were Masons.
Yeah.
Again, I just all Masons or something like that. I'm like, wow, that's.
And again, it's
I know
like,
some of them were for sure, but I didn't know all of them or most of them were.
I guess what we should do, or I should do. It's almost like reverse engineering the problem. Like, okay, instead of saying, wow, we're at the bottom and all this goes up, let's jump to the top and work our way down. Okay. So if ages ago, because it was ages ago, it wasn't hundreds of years. I think it was the beginning of fucking civilization. I think the goddamn Sumerian civilization, because they had leaders. I told you I'm researching Sumerians too for the 4th book. You know what I mean? Right. There was a king, a ruler, and his daughter was the high priestess, and it's always been this way. You know what I mean? It's yeah. So apparently this is just human civilization. This started from the first civilization, which was the Sumerians, okay? And it just keeps going and going and going and going until today.
Yeah.
So if these powerful obviously it's families, you know what I mean? If these powerful people are literally controlling the world, you just have to assume they're literally controlling the planet, every country, everything. How does it go down from you? You see what I'm saying? Because those people who are actually controlling the planet are not on Forbes or on Twitter. They are well hidden.
You don't hear from them.
So who is?
I'm surprised Soros is out in the open as he is.
Who's under them? And then under, you see what I'm saying? That's how you're like, maybe our country's founding fathers were like them too. And but so was England and the royal family. So it's like one sect of fucking pedo-Satanists are leaving a bigger sect of Satan pedos and saying, I know we're all both satanic pedos, but we don't agree with the way you live. We want to start our own. I mean, it could be as simple as that.
Well,
maybe everyone's fucking fucked up and evil, and then somehow people like us are born because we're not.
Well,
I don't know.
You know who was given control of the planet in the beginning?
Yeah.
That's his place to rule.
Yeah.
So that's what you're going to get.
I mean, it's just, again, so is this why we like, there's really deep dive people, conspiracy theorists are like, yeah, we're born into slavery, like the Matrix and stuff. It's like, you know what? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Because, if you're not born a millionaire or more, and none of us were, and our parents are millionaires, you know what I mean? Well, you work forever, Yeah, sure, you go to school, maybe college, and you drop out like us and everything, and then you go to fucking work and blah, 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 but you never make it. We don't have yachts.
That hits the lottery kind of thing. And
yeah, and
dies early,
So maybe we are born into slavery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They make it so that you have to, that's the only way you can do it. You have to, you got to be the fucking coal miner. You got to be the dock worker. You got to be the factory worker. And you're barely just going to make it. You're basically going to work through your life and then die. And that's it. Yeah. We will stay filthy rich because we're better than you.
Right.
That's how it's looking to me. It's looking to me like literally, if you're not born into these families, and I know there's tons now. Oh, there's only 10 of them. No, dude, there's got to be like hundreds or thousands of these families. Because you're talking about the world. I keep thinking U.S. is okay. What about Saudi Arabia and fucking Nicaragua and all these countries? They all have the same goddamn shit. It's this hierarchy.
Like the Rothschild banking clan.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of them, and they got this huge big. They own almost all the banks.
So every country has multiple rich families. Yeah. And then they're all tied into eventually the big dogs, who are the world. It just keeps going and going. And so that's a lot of fucking families. And if you're not born into those families like us, then you're like us, which is we're the peasants, the cattle, right? The goyim. And maybe that's how it makes sense to me. It's like 2 + 2. It's like, holy shit, wow, this is really simple if you think about it.
If you don't play ball,
because the rich they're like less than, what is it, 1% now? What is it? Less than 1% of the population?
Pretty small, yeah.
So there's your hundreds of families spread throughout the world on all the different
everybody else is working for them.
And the 99% are doing, guess what? We're keeping the world going.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe we just figured it out right. Maybe that's the answer. This is how the world works. It makes the most sense to me.
I brought this up to you before, but not too long ago, there were 3 countries left that were not in the Rothschild banking clan.
Right.
There's North Korea, Iran, and Syria.
Yeah.
And now you've got North Korea and Iran, because Syria is a disaster and they're chopping off Christians' heads and stuff there. And the president of Syria, he visited the White House not too long ago, and you see what's been going on with Iran. Oh, that's our big enemy.
Well, that's okay.
Thing to us,
and that's what I was going to ask you about, because you're the war expert.
But
it's
a hobby.
you know your shit when it comes to what's the technical term to like
it's a pastime,
world conflicts or something,
They're interesting. Can't deny
any
that.
shit that goes down, I either text or call you, Eek, what's going on with Iran? You know what I mean? So isn't that what's going on right now? Aren't they pushing to have a war with Iran?
We've already bombed them once, even though apparently our intelligence apparatus has said there's nothing there.
Right.
But a certain other brave little democracy in the Middle East said, no, they're making.
And that's what I'm saying, because everyone is like, we're attacking the wrong country on Twitter. They're saying we shouldn't be dealing with Iran. We should be dealing with the other country that starts with an I. You know what I'm saying?
Money.
It's like, so is that's part of the deal, as in they're trying to have a war with Iran, and coincidentally, that's one of the 3 countries you rattled off that is not part of it. You see what I'm saying?
Well, the whole Greater Israel thing has been going on, where they want, half of Lebanon, they want all of Jordan, they want this, that, and on all these wars that we keep fighting are their enemies.
Right.
They're not. We didn't have weapons of mass destruction. Who was pushing that one? You know.
Yeah.
Well, we got to take them out. That was one of their enemies. They had a big military, so we went at them twice.
Yeah.
Just Israel used to trade arms and stuff with Iran.
Yeah.
They'd get on there, bad mouth them, oh, they're evil and all this, and Iran would do the same thing. And little Satan, and then when they got off the air, I'm sending the money right over, and you send the weapons this way or whatever.
And that's another thing is people are saying they said the world's a stage. And think about that quote. How long ago? How many times have you heard that? The world's a stage.
Yeah.
Maybe literally. I mean, you know what? And you know what started to really do it for me? Was seeing all these fucking photos of like Bush with his arm around Big Mike at the fucking baseball game or football game and piling around like basically flirting, and the how all of them, the Bushes, the Clintons, the Obamas, how they're all laughing, having dinner together, and you're just like, wait a minute, I thought they were like enemies. I thought these people were like
they
fucking enemies.
Much, right? And now they're carrying on.
They're in on it together. It's like, what? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They pretend for the dumb sheep, the peasants, and then when it's all turned off, they're like, they fell. It's insane.
I would be willing to bet that the Obamas and the Clintons hate each other more than they hate like Bush or even Trump.
Probably, yeah.
They really don't like each other.
They say that, yeah.
Yeah, they seem to be getting along okay with those Republicans now.
It's just weird, dude.
It's
I seriously think, and again, I think people aren't going to grasp this because think about it. Basically, we're saying, okay, so all the world's a stage, which means all that shit we see is fake. It's fake.
Yeah.
The opposite is true. We're not, all these wealthy families own the world and everything and us. Okay. And history is a lie. Yes, there were giants. Yes, there were demons and angels on earth, and they probably still are. Yes, there's the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot and Sasquatch and Mothman and fucking aliens and
I was gonna say UFOs and
it goes on and okay. So now you're at the point where you're like, okay, can you tell me what is real? And they're like, whatever you can touch in your apartment, and that's what's real. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're almost at this, and you're like, no, wait a minute, I saw a movie. Hold on a second. There was a movie where some dude woke up in this like nightmare bath scenario with tubes coming out of his ass.
Right.
Oh, the Matrix. The Matrix.
Yeah. After all that, you got Elon saying this is probably all a simulation.
All simulation. So do you see why it's so easy to say, yeah, I'm just going to fucking go to sleep and I hope I die because I'm not doing a fucking thing anymore. You know what I mean? It's so easy to but then you've got people, like I said, like with Alex Jones, he's like, no, that's what they want.
Yeah.
They want you to give up,
Well, that's what,
and the truth is there is less of them than us. And here now, I think it's shifting because what's the perfect example is COVID. That was like 50-50. That was like half the fucking country fell for it. And half the country, us, said, there's something fucked up. We ain't doing this.
Yeah.
If you did, that's pretty scary.
I wouldn't even go 50-50. I'd say like 80% of the people were all, oh my God, we're all going to die.
So it's as in like we are the minority.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Our side was minority. Yeah. I thought maybe 60-40. But there definitely, I think, was more of them than us. Yeah, you're right. There's definitely more of them than us, which is scary. You know what I mean? That's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. If you probably haven't checked it out. I know you've been kind of looking into some Sean Ryan stuff lately, but he had a guest on.
Well, just lately, like I said, he would talk about this shit too.
Man.
And that last fucking thing I saw, I like his candidates where it's just him filming himself outside.
Yeah.
That's the real deal. You know what I mean? That's when I love the studio, And
oh yeah,
that's cool.
Really
but
cool, isn't it, man?
When the dude's got a cell phone and he's out on a wooded hill, that's real. There ain't no bullshit. Yeah. There's no lights and makeups and sets and fucking script. This is this motherfucker just saying, you know what? Let's talk. And it was about the Epstein shit.
He had a really fantastic guest on that wrote a book I think it was called "Are We the Bad Guys?"
Yeah,
he was a
I think I
Marine
saw that.
helicopter pilot that served
Yeah.
in the first Gulf War and everything.
Yeah, I told that to my brother,
Fantastic.
and you and me too. I said, all of our lives we thought we were the rebels. We're the rebels. No, we're the fucking empire, dude. And I know that for a fact now. We are the fucking empire, dude.
He even brought up the 740 something bases that we have around the world. There's only 160 or 190, maybe 192 countries. You got 740, over 740 military bases. But we're worried about Iran, who has, take a guess how many foreign bases they have. One. In some little tiny country or whatever that I'd never even heard of. Never even heard of it. Whatever territory it was or whatever.
Yeah,
one
man.
base outside of there.
I mean, I guess in a sick and twisted way, we're lucky because, well, if we are living under the empire's regime, I guess for us in a way that's good because we are the ultimate power. You know what I mean? As in, like, at least we're not in fucking wherever, Somalia. I mean, that would suck. You know what I mean? It's like, so even though if we are the bad guys,
they brought Somalia over here.
Well, pick an example. You get my fucking point. As in some shithole country that we could just snuff like that.
Yeah.
I guess I'd rather be clueless in thinking we're good guys when we're actually bad guys and be in the most powerful country in the world, as opposed to realizing we are good guys and this country is the evil empire, but we're in our shithole country and we're fucked. So you see what I'm saying? From that, it's a shitty point of view because I sure as fuck don't think I'm evil. I don't think any of us are. I think we're pretty fair fucking people with good hearts.
The people are fine, you know.
It's our government, military, and everyone else that's evil, and we just didn't realize it, but the other countries did. And I started to see that on Twitter. I started to see when I always thought, oh, everyone loves America. Oh, God, no. Boy, these on Twitter, they laugh at America. They say you're stupid and you fucking this and you're tyrannical. I'm like, what are you talking about? We're the best country. Everyone loves us.
That guy talked about that on Sean Ryan's show where he was in Italy. And he spoke a little bit of German, and they speak some German over there.
Yeah.
And as soon as they found out where he was from, it was kind of like a conversation over. They were fine, laughing, joking. But have you ever heard the phrase bread and circuses?
It's like the Romans, like
where that comes from. Okay,
it's like the mob. Remember, it's
modern
give them
day.
What is it? Get entertain the masses and that whole.
The modern day equivalent is. Well, the game's on TV. There's pizza in the oven and beer in the fridge.
Yeah, it's
worry about.
It's the smartphone, the internet, and the reality shows.
Yeah,
keep them distracted and just feed them.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, that's why I look at football games and I think they're all fucking idiots. Like including my brother. I mean, my brother like has a heart attack during trying to watch games because he bets on them and shit. And I'm just like. Motherfucker, you're not on the field. You're not even involved. Why do you give a fuck? You know?
Right.
I mean, even if you had a friend of a friend who played or something, you'd be kind to have an attachment. They're complete strangers, and you are literally like yelling and freaking out and ruining your day and wasting money and it's just it's
and in the end, you're rooting for a uniform because your favorite player just got traded to whoever.
Right.
Now he's playing for the other guys.
But no one questions it. Football is the most popular sport out of them all, right? That's the biggest.
Soccer is probably the biggest worldwide.
In the U.S., though, it's NFL.
The other football.
But in the U.S., it's NFL.
But the U.S., probably.
Definitely football is number one. It sure is fucking baseball or hockey or NASCAR. Or I'd say maybe basketball, but not football's huge, dude. It's
they all
always
make
huge.
their share of money. Basketball does okay. Yeah. I mean,
so again, it's how there's your arena.
Yeah.
There's your stupid fucking arena, and everyone's watching it. And again, as a kid, I was like, this is stupid. Why the fuck?
Yeah.
Why is everyone so into this? And they're so goddamn serious. They, dude, one of the best stats I ever heard was the day where there's the most domestic violence is the Super Bowl. when the husbands are drunk and they lose the bets and they beat the shit out of the wives. I'm just
totally
like,
not surprising. Yeah,
that says what America is, and I'm like, I'm glad I'm not one of them. I'll gladly be the movie geek or the D&D geek before I'm one of you asshole football guys, because again, if that's what cool is, I don't want to be cool. You know, if that's what it is, I don't want to have anything to do with it. You know what I mean?
In addition to the bread and circuses, you've got them. I know. Let's legalize a bunch of drugs, and that'll really slow them down and keep them busy and mired in that. Let them smoke weed and stare at the walls all day, and they won't come to our house with torches and pitchforks.
Yeah. I think I figured it out a long time ago, because you know how I live, and I am damn near the closest to living free is like Ted Kaczynski is a lot more free than me. Well, he's dead now, but the way he lived was very extreme. But I'm not getting there almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're just not mailing, mail bombs.
Bombs, yeah, right. But I'm getting pretty close to that ultimate freedom crap. And my brother is the way he's living now is weird as shit too. And I keep forgetting that. And he literally reminds me, like, dude, do you realize I don't pay this or this or this or this? I'm like, okay, I'll take your help then, because I've explained this to you. It's just weird, dude. But well, he lives like me. We live weird. It's like we're kind of
with it, I guess.
We are 1 foot off the grid, is basically what I'm saying. I am close to being 100% off the grid. And we don't discuss details, but that's it. You know what I mean? That ain't by accident. I didn't accidentally. You don't accidentally become this way.
Right.
Everything's a choice. Yeah. And I'm just like, fuck this life. This is stupid. This system is you can't win. So I ain't playing the game, guys. Yeah. I'm going off the board, and see if I can fucking find my way through the dark. And I mean, that is like literally what I'm doing. My brother's starting to kind of do the same. And obviously other people are. But it's just, it's fucked, dude. I mean, dude, I think it is that simple. I think that all these rich families control the shit everywhere, every country. There is one unknown family or whoever organization that all is connected to that we will never know. And all the rest of us are the fucking sheep and dummies.
Yeah, we might know.
We might, but
Rothschilds. But
people say even then they said, no, there's people above them.
Yeah,
everyone says the first thing it says Rothschilds, like they ain't the bot. They're not the top. There's shit above them. That's
pretty high up though.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? They
and
said
there are
the ones,
people that say
the ones who are really in control, we don't know their name or what they look like. That's the real. That's why it's called the shadow government. I said,
right.
Because again, if you honestly had that much world power, do you want your full face on fucking Twitter and Instagram?
Yeah.
You want people to know your name and where you live? No. You don't want people to know you exist.
That the top goes to the top, and then it kind of goes, I guess you could say, off planet. So there are people that theorize.
And again, okay, Elon Musk. Okay, so he is the richest man on the planet. Well, he's everywhere. He ain't hiding it. Yeah. But again, I don't think he's one of them. I don't think he has that gene in him.
No, either. No.
He has way too many kids, and look what he fights for. Now, I don't think he's perfect. I think he does a lot of fucked up shit. I think he did a lot of fucked up to make the money. And they said, you can't become rich without fucking people over, even like co-workers and co-creators and all that shit. I'm sure he did. But
I mean, it's very possible. He's like a cutout,
He's definitely the lesser of the evils. I mean, no one's going to tell me that motherfucker's evil. No. I saw him crying, talking to a German reporter after Charlie Kirk's funeral. Yeah. And it's like, he wasn't acting. He was fucked up. That whole thing fucked up. It fucked him up. And he's not evil. He's not bad. He's not a saint.
You know, he may have gotten to where he had so much money that he was able to insulate himself to some degree.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of what it is. I just think he is not like them, which is why we do know him. He doesn't hide. He doesn't care,
I mean,
you know.
I don't think, I don't know, Trump, I don't know what to think sometimes of him.
I don't either. No one knows what to think about him either.
I will say this about him. There is no way that there was anything in the Epstein files about him, because they would have burned him down 100 times.
And that's what everyone says, but
the FBI hated him so much. Look, they were trying to get rid of him. The people at the top of the FBI were, you remember, like, the people are
why bother
houses and talking back and forth, we're going to get rid of him and all that.
Why bother creating that bullshit Russiagate if you could just drop the Epstein files?
If they had something, he must be the most squeaky clean motherfucker in the world
they
for them to not be able to come up with anything on him.
I know.
He's got to be clean.
But then again, that's why I think he's compromised with Israel, because it's like,
oh yeah,
100%. He literally said one thing to get elected this second time around, or third time around technically.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden here he is the opposite. He's saying there is forget about Epstein and let's move on. And it's just like, what are you talking about? You sold us on this.
Right.
So what the fuck happened? And it's Israel, dude. It's the Jews.
I'll bring up something else, man. The first election, you remember what he ran on? We got to build a wall. And this is something the guy brought up in that Sean Ryan interview. We got to build a wall, got to build a wall, got to build a wall. Everybody's like, all right, let's build a wall.
I'm still listening to you. I gotta grab more coffee, dude.
Yeah.
But keep going, keep talking.
So he starts in on that, and Biden gets elected, and he scraps the wall, and they actually sell off all the product and stuff they had left over that they didn't use. And then when it comes back, he gets elected again. Hey, what about that wall? And he's going, we need to get Greenland. I mean, the wall was really important not that long ago, but now we're worried about getting Greenland. So, yeah, he does have Asperger's, by the way. I think it's kind of funny. So I think that's why he kind of flummoxes everybody around it. They just don't know what to make of him, where he's going. Is he, playing a role, or is this really him? But yeah, I definitely think that his ties to Israel have caused problems, for sure, 100%. There's just no way they're not. His son-in-law is Jewish, so his grandkids are Jewish. Yeah, he just, he keeps sending them money. At one point, he turned off all the money to everybody, except for, strangely enough, I think it was Israel and Egypt. I thought that was kind of odd. Like, why would you keep money flowing to them when you said no more aid to anybody? But we can't even prove that he's not sending money to these other countries either. So, I'd like to kind of see the receipts on that and see who's getting money. Is it just Israel now? Are we, still sending money to other countries? In addition to the money we're sending them weapons. So our tax dollars are paying to kill people in the Middle East again. It just seems like it never ends, man. Yeah, so I definitely have problems with his alignments with them. We're 37 trillion in debt now. So maybe it's time to stop sending money to other people everywhere. Just my take on it. It doesn't seem like to me we have the money to send. And I found out too, we don't send that money to Israel piecemeal where $1 billion this month, $1 billion next month. It's a lump sum thing. So if we don't have the money, we take out a loan for it. And we're footing the bill for the interest on that. Just goes up on top of the national debt. So yeah, the money just keeps pouring out of here. It'd be nice if we started getting some money back from them, maybe. It's been 80 years. It's time they stood on their own 2 feet and got along with their neighbors, I think. The way I understand it was before Israel existed, you could have Christians and Muslims and Jews all hanging out in Jerusalem, and there wasn't really any problems. Or there weren't really any problems, but that's changed, If you're a Palestinian, you can't even get into Israel now. So it doesn't matter what religion you are or whatever. So I won't be going there anytime soon for vacation. Put it that way.
Yeah, I'm staying right the fuck here, man. It's like I said, I'll talk.
And I like Elon, but I'm not going to Mars either.
Yeah, no, fuck no. I can't smoke up there. You shouldn't be.
Right. That's a long
I gotta go somewhere where I can smoke. I ain't giving that up. I'm not giving up anything. Like I said, that's why I was kind of trying to nicely explain to the sisters is, the whatever bad traits I have, I accept them and I love them. I don't feel guilty about nothing I do. I figured that out years ago. It's like, I'm into this, I'm into this, I'm into this, I'm into this. And, I don't give a fuck if people approve or not, because a lot of people do the same fucking thing and a lot of people do worse. And this is, I could be a hell of a lot worse. I'm like, literally, my vices right now is fucking coffee and cigarettes. I don't even fucking drink anymore. I sure as hell don't do drugs. I don't do shit. You know what I mean?
I had a big old pot of Black Rifle coffee today.
Yeah. And it's like, this is about as bad as I get, with the exception of artwork. But that can easily be written off as creativity these days,
Yeah.
But even then, I can't. It's like, I can't do what the shit in reality is actually like. What I mean? It's like, again, another quote: "Reality is stranger than fiction." I say reality is more horrific than fiction in my book, because the shit in my book I thought was bad. It's like fucking G-rated compared to what it's really like. So I'm like, okay, well, fuck. What do you do? I'm like, I'm just gonna keep doing what I do, man. I don't know. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
I tell you, I got to thank Abby. Abby, I should just fucking. I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up. Definitely within 10 minutes, so we can talk a little bit more. But I'm burnt out and I'm fucking tired. Not as bad as Wookie, but I'm getting there. But I should have given the link to Abby and just had him come on and hang out with us, because
next time you should do that.
Well, so Abby is, are you cool? Are you cool with coming on the show like next time or whenever? I'll wait for you to answer.
Yeah. We'll just sit here in silence and wait.
Yeah. We'll just look at what he said. Who is holding that interest? I guess, yeah.
That's illegal, by the way. That's not constitutional, but there it is.
Oh, okay, cool. There you go. All right, well, Abby, I'll we got Abby's a Twitter guy. That's it's funny because with you I send the link in an email. There was someone else I would send it in text, but anyone on Twitter you got to send to the DMs. So Abby, I've got your we DM each other. So the next show, I'm gonna get you on. Oh, dude.
Yeah, come on, man.
Hey, Abby, don't feel pressure to contribute. Just fucking talk.
Yeah.
Think about it. You're the only person who's been in fucking chat all night, because this one has not changed. It went from 0 to 1 when you came in.
Yeah, sometimes just asking a question is a good way to get something rolling.
And I think, we start at 9:30, 10:30. It's going on 2.5 hours. I know Abby's been here for at least an hour and a half.
I'm sure. You started up at 9 o'clock, didn't you?
Oh, fuck, it was 9.
I was a few minutes late.
I wanted 9:30, but I'm like, fuck, I'm ready.
That's what I thought when you told me 9:30.
So we're going on 3 hours. Yeah.
I said 9. My dad called me I called him today, and he's like, "I'll have to call you back. I'm cooking."
Yeah.
The whole day goes by, and like 2 minutes before 9, I got my stuff set up, waiting to go in, and the phone rings, and I'm like, "You got it." I knew who it was going to be, and then he couldn't even remember what he was cooking. I'm like, "Really? You're so old, you can't even remember what you had for breakfast?"
Jesus, that's scary. But no, I'll Abby, you just talk, because like, I mean, the point is Abby, you've been chatting in chat for at least an hour and a half.
Yep.
And so I'm like, well, I should have just pulled you in. Just do the same fucking thing.
You
do the same thing on camera I should do in chat.
He remembered it was the Belgian farmers that were spraying the manure all over everybody. I couldn't remember what country that was.
Yeah.
I think something happened with the German farmers too, where they like went on strike or something kind of thing. But yeah, that's scary when they start fooling the food supply too, man. Jeez.
Yeah, everything's
bad enough. All the stuff we're eating here is poisonous, basically.
Yeah. Well, and I told you, Eek, how my taste buds have changed in the last year. We just hit the grocery a day or two ago. And dude, I got more raw carrots. I got raw cauliflower. Yeah. And dude, I'm like looking at all this food going, I can already tell it's, I don't want to do it. I'm going to the most basic shit. It's like I'm eating the simplest, rawest, purest stuff now.
Right.
Like more and more. And I don't understand what the fuck is going on, because
you think, you can eat, I'll eat salads. Go to your grocery store and go in there and try and tell me how many salad dressings you find that don't have soybean oil in them.
Yeah.
I found one.
Yeah.
It was a balsamic vinaigrette kept up in the cold part of the produce section. And I would think, balsamic vinaigrette, why would they put soybean oil in that? But you go to the other ones on the shelf and they're all full of it. Everything they had, ranch, fresh, it's all got soybean oil in it, man.
Yeah. Like canned chicken. I eat that. I just fucking eat it out of the can. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
I've got a whole bunch of that here. I keep for the zombie apocalypse kind of thing.
I have the same, but I just get this craving. I'm like, it's so simple and fresh. It's weird. It's just like,
I like it with mayonnaise. Unfortunately, I've only been able to find one mayonnaise that didn't have soybean oil in it, and it's like 2 or 3 times as much.
Yeah,
costs way more, but it's got olive oil in it instead. And it's, if you look at like Hellman's, with olive oil. No, it's got olive oil and soybean oil.
Yeah, I would that it's a chicken salad sandwich, but not really. It's basically just that canned chicken mixed with mayo on bread. There's my fucking sandwich. I don't want shit.
I don't even eat the bread, so I'll just eat it like that. Yeah.
Sometimes what I'll do is I have enough for like a really fat sandwich, and then there's always some left over in the bowl, so I just eat it right out of the bowl.
Yeah.
But again, this simple shit. It's weird, dude. It's like the simplest food is what I am craving now, and all this other crap. It almost makes me feel sick, and I don't understand what the fuck the deal is. But I'm going with it, man. It's like, listen to your instincts.
Tomorrow, my wife told me that if I promised to take her to a movie, she'd take me to Hofbrauhaus so I can get drunk down at Hofbrauhaus. And I'm like,
dude, my brother is determined.
I'll take another Reuben.
My brother's determined to get me to a fucking Waffle House, because there is literally one like 3 blocks away.
They're everywhere in the South,
Every time he passes by, because I said, dude, when we're there, I said, I'm doing food porn for Eek. I'm taking a picture of that big ass plate. I don't care what time it is, or if you're on your date night, I'm sending you. I'm like, look what the fuck I'm at, man.
All right, that's fine.
Here's my big plate of eggs and meat and hash and pancakes and fucking everything. I'm just gonna go nuts on breakfast, dude.
I thoroughly enjoyed the comments that you made about the pictures I sent you the last time I went to Hofbrauhaus. That it looked like a big, D&D meal. It was all the wood tables and everything, man.
Dude, the table, the wooden, and the huge fucking beer mugs, and
that's a liter. That's a liter. It's called a Moss over
You had a bar wench on the other side of the bar.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
don't tell Kathy I said that.
I didn't even notice that.
You got a crazy bar wench sitting with you.
And when that place first opened up, boy, they had some nice looking girls wearing the dirndls and everything.
Yeah.
And they would have one that was, she had to win the contest to be the pretzel girl. And she wore the opposite colors of her, but she was wearing like black and red, I think.
Okay.
And she did really nice. Now I'm thinking these might be the same girls from when they opened or something. Because you know, there's a couple nice ones, but a couple of them like, whew, man, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that place it's a lot of fun, man, going in there. So I love that place. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna wrap this up,
member.
Gentlemen, because I'm burnt out. But
yeah,
I would say I don't, like I said, like Abby, I literally don't plan on live streams for sure. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It's like it hits me basically usually by a Wednesday, I'll be like, I feel like streaming this Saturday night, you know. Usually I have to have something to talk about. And this week was a weird one, so I'm like, oh, I gotta tell you guys about this weird shit.
Well, I'm glad you told me about the movie ahead of time, because that way I had a chance to watch it.
Well, I didn't really pick up. I was talking too much. I didn't really hear that you saw it already, and I'm like, well, fuck, you've seen it.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I watched it.
I'm gonna watch it again, dude.
I
love him. Hugh Grant is so fucking.
Hey, you know what? I got another one for you to check out. I mean, it's a Guy Ritchie movie, but I gotta say, Hugh Grant was fun to watch in it. It's called The Gentleman, and they made a series. They made a series that is in line with it too. But it had Hugh Grant and the guy Wooderson from Dazed and Confused. Shit.
The blonde.
What's his name? The blonde guy.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, he's good. I like him.
Yeah, it was a cool movie, man. I mean, it was Guy Ritchie kind of stuff. It was really cool though. But Hugh Grant was really good in it. I enjoyed it a lot.
Well, I loved him. I really loved him in Heretic. So Abby, I will. Yeah, Abby, I'll DM you on Twitter the link. The way I usually do it is the way I normally. This time, like I said, this was like a spur of the moment kind of thing. The way I normally do it is like I'll basically ask you, Abby, on like a Wednesday or Thursday, I'll DM you and say, hey man, are you free? It's usually 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and Abby's in California, so 3-hour difference. So I always start the stream at 9 o'clock Eastern Central Time, as in 6 your time. It's always Saturday night, because the only night Eek is free is Saturday night. And I'm used to Eek being like the wingman. It's like it's like I'm like, at the very least, Eek will fucking do it. But it's always Saturday night, 9 o'clock, and you know, like I don't know. I probably won't do it this. I usually seem to do it like every other week, but I gotta have something to talk about. So if like in 2 weeks, I'll have more work on intervention done, so I can kind of like maybe show you some latest pictures.
It kind of depends on your workflow.
Yeah, and it's like I better fucking get a status from the printer within 2 weeks or something. You know, maybe we'll have a backer or two. Basically, I want to give you news on the books, because you know volume 2 is being printed. I'm working on intervention. We're working for another stretch goal. There's shit going on, so I kind of update that. But then there's usually some other weird crap to talk about. Like, you know, this weekend was a weird week with Missionaries and Heretic and this whole Epstein shit. So that's kind of how it goes. But it's all casual, you know. It's like Wookie's show is more like defined. Like I think Wookie like researches in advance and collects shit and has a specific topic that you know what I mean. For me, it's just
they don't kind of they stay in the rails and don't kind of drift off.
Dude, I'm freedom, but like I said, I stream like I live. I said fucking anything goes, man.
Whatever comes up.
I have to get this information, but after this, fucking whatever, dude.
Free for
And if
all.
we end up talking about fucking porn, cool. Let's talk about porn. If we end up talking about your wife and how you eat at Waffle House, well, let's fucking I don't give a shit. It's like, whatever the conversation is, that's how I go.
I told Alex last time we were live streaming, popping it. I guess he was in, but he never said anything, so nobody knew he was there.
I hate that, dude, because there's been this night, not tonight, but like I think last time you'll see like 4 or 5, do you get the number in the corner? No. Okay, it must be just me. It says, see, right now it says live 301, so we've been here for 3 hours and 1 minute, and there's a little I, and there's a 1 next to it, and that I is Abby.
Private chat with 2 people, but then there's comments. It's just 1, I guess.
Yeah. So that little I tells you how many people are watching live, and it doesn't include us. See,
right?
So that 1 right now is Abby.
Yeah.
But when it's like, sometimes I'll see like 5, 6, 7, and I'm like, okay, now wait a minute. But my brother's in here, and Tyler's in here, and it's like I count 3 or 4 people. And I'm like, well, who the fuck are the other 3?
Yeah.
And I'll even say, hey, why don't you speak up so we know we're doing nothing?
Yeah.
So they just, it's called ghosting. They just hide, they go.
When I got off that night, I looked at my phone and I'm like, oh, Alex sent me a text, and I read it. And actually, I'll read it to you because it was kind of funny. Here it is. Oh, wait a minute. That isn't it. Where was it? I thought it was closer to that. Oh yeah.
Well, that's what I tell everyone they're welcome.
What the hell are you guys talking about? So I don't know what part he came in at. I knew that's what he said. I just wanted to read it, and he had a little face on there. But that's cool. What the hell are you guys talking about?
But no, like I said, that's why I'm kind of welcome to whoever. In fact, you know what? Oh fuck. There's this dude named Tachi on Twitter. He's ex-military, young guy. I think he's like 21 or 22. But he's like a loyal supporter of my shit, dude.
Oh, cool.
Every fucking tweet he likes, and I know he backed intervention. He's just really into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
And I remember in fact, he's going to be in intervention in the wanted poster. Because remember, I told you, I'm like, I want to put, okay.
yeah.
He's in with you. So his picture of his wanted poster is right next to your wanted poster.
That's
okay.
Funny.
And I have to finish his picture because I want to like send him his own copy of that. You know what I mean? As in like, cool. This is just you and your poster. Here you go. You're immortal. It's like you are immortalized in my fucking book. I mentioned having him on the show, and he said he's up for it. But I've never had him on the show, but I am not sure. I don't know if he has a webcam or what, if he's doing it on his phone, because I know some people do it on their phone. But I just kind of got to talk to him before and say, how are you streaming? Are you cool? And I have to, because he's military, so he has weapons, and I have to make sure that ain't in the view. I'm like, dude, make sure there's nothing in the view because they will fucking kill my channel.
Honestly, there are all kinds of gun channels on YouTube.
Really?
I wouldn't worry about it. I follow a bunch of them.
I swear that
this is AK Operators Union. That's where I found him, was on YouTube. He's on there.
The rules just changed
everything.
So I don't get it. It's like
I wouldn't worry about it.
All right. Well, I'm just saying. I know for a fact that you can't be like holding it and like aiming. You know what I mean? Like.
You can do whatever you want with them. I'm telling you, man. You can get on YouTube and shoot guns and show people this is how you work it. Shoot.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, things must be changing because just 2-3 years ago when I was watching these big channels, dude, they were like get rid of all that shit. Because sometimes people would fuck up.
There was a time where
there'd be one in the background they would forget, and they would kill his feed and say, dude, fucking get that out of the camera and come back. And they
They don't do that anymore, really.
Well, that's cool. That's good because it was just like, are we living? What is this? Why is this so fucking crazy? Why is everyone? It's just everything's so fucking stupid, dude. Everything's stupid.
Yeah, I'll even send you a clip of something that you might like.
All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. So, Abby, thanks for hanging out. Eek, thanks for joining. We'll have to like talk on the phone sometime in the next couple of weeks because I think it's been a while since we've done that.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
We kind of caught up here on the stream. It's like, so, this is cool, but maybe the next week or so, if I have a night where I need to take a break and vent, I'll fucking see if you're free and we'll talk. But probably a couple weeks I'll stream again. I'm gonna try
got you a 3-minute video from YouTube. So when you get off of here, you watch that.
All right, I will.
You'll enjoy that.
I'll text you back. I'll text you after I watch it. But so that's it. So again, thanks Abby for hanging out and Eek and Wookie if just in past tense. That was cool that Wookie came on short notice because it was kind of short notice, which was.
And he was wore out too, so that was cool.
I could see it, dude. I was like, he stayed a lot longer than I thought. I thought he was only gonna make an hour.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, he stayed longer than we thought. So that's cool. So,
yeah.
All right, that's it. So
cool, man.
No, I'm not gonna fuck with a exit video. Everyone does it, but I'm like, I'm too tired to fuck with it. I'm like, I'm just gonna end the stream. So I'm in the stream right now.
I sent you.
What's that?
Post up the video I just sent you.
I haven't even looked at it yet. I'll look at it when I close this up.
All right.
Hold on. Thanks, Abby. We were honest. Yeah, that was our thing. Is Wookie, dude? Wookie was doing a stream right before this.
Yeah.
Their friend has a stream, and he said that was 45 minutes before this, so he went from like one stream right to the fucking next.
Straight to another.
Yeah, that shit burns you out.
Back from California. Yeah.
And so that motherfucker, he deserves to pass out. So good for him. All right, Abby, I will keep in touch with you, Abby, and let you know about the next stream. And Eek, I will fucking get with you this week. Okay, man?
Totally, man.
All right, everyone be safe. Watch your back.
See you, Kurt.
Adios.
Be good,
See
man.
ya. Later.